very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we have got a back in stock.
Oh my word.
On a vacuum you absolutely love.
And from the big brand of Tower, a vacuum that's an upright, handheld, a reach vacuum. You can use it on all your floor surfaces.
It's got a flexi pole, and I only know a really expensive vacuum that's got the flexi pole. Honestly, value for money here is incredible.
Less than £100, less than £95 is the price. 460569 is the item number. shopontv.co.uk, and you can spread the cost with PayPal. But we're very happy because the man who's here to show us all about it, the lovely Mark Rise, is here. Hello.
Hello. Well, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Have a look at this. This is one of the most powerful vacuums for the money that you will find. Look at that, and that is a beautiful finish. It is even bigger and better with a 20% bigger head on. Oh, look at this. And a Hepa filter.
Hepa filter.
Not just one, but two.
And that Hepa filter,
Indeed.
once you see it, honestly, you have got such exceptional value for money. The pickup is incredible. Wait till you see the flexi head, so it'll go under the sofa, under the bed. Hepa filtration, do your own research, which is amazing. But it is an amazing upright that stands by itself. But a handheld. A
handheld, a reach. It's got anti-tangle technology on the head itself. It comes with a second mini-powered brush that you can see there.
Oh my goodness, if you've got pet hair, dog hair, cat hair, your hair, it's got an anti-tangle head. Remember, that head is 20% bigger now, so this is the latest and the greatest. It's got incredible pickup because of the suction.
And here's that angle.
That's my favourite.
Yeah, isn't it brilliant?
You don't
It gets
have to bend
right
down.
underneath all your furniture, under your sofas. Great to get under the bed. You've got the lights on the front, a rechargeable battery. It's completely cordless. This is what we forget sometimes.
Absolutely. It has got as well that parking station, so you can actually park it and put it onto a wall, perhaps in the utility room. You've got all the attachments as well. I love seeing it with all those tools and how it works. Really easy to empty, and of course you can wash everything. That HEPA filtration, if you do suffer with allergies, see, have a little look why HEPA filtration is so good. There's your parking station and all of that with the powered brush head. Now, originally when we bought our original vacuum, we paid another £50 virtually for just the powered brush head.
It's included, that second mini powered brush. Now take a look at the features here. You've got 29.6 volts on the battery. It's going to work for up to 40 minutes on one charge. The flexi pole, it's lightweight, so if you struggle with your vacuum, you'll love this. 460569 is the item number. £94.99 is the price, but with PayPal paying £3, if you pay online, just $33.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Check it all out on the website. My goodness, you're going to love that anti-tangle head. You're going to love that flexi pole. You love the price. Busy, I know, already. Back in stock, but this is the latest and the greatest. So you have got 20% bigger head. But remember, we've got other items available. We will be going to the blankets a little bit later on. It's gotten really cold again. The gritters were out, weren't they, today?
Freezing again tonight. We've got a rechargeable hot water bottle that you can use.
The pink in the blanket and in the hot water bottle are really, really low in stock. So all we will say is do please check your baskets out very, very quickly. Even got an air fryer on as well.
We certainly have the big brand of Tower with us tonight on Shop on TV. Now we're going to show you loads of demonstrations. Mark wants to show us straight off that it's not just an upright, is it?
No, it's not. It's also a handheld, but it's also a turbo pet brush as well. You get this special turbo pet brush as well. Brilliant. This is motorised too, and the fact that it's motorised means that if you've got long-haired pets, if you've got Mancoon cats, if you've got dogs that always shed, it gets rid of it. Can you see I've got Lily's black hair here? This is Lily the Labrador, who generously donated to us.
Lily.
Look at this. You will see, look, it gets it all up.
And that could be in the car, perhaps the dog's been on the back seat.
Look at that. Now, not only that, let's come over to the stairs as well, because down here, if you've got your stairs for your riser, look at that. It will get all of that dirt up. Exactly right.
Wow.
Look at this. You can also do your beautiful risers. It's just so clever. There we go. And also, look at this. So you've got tea, you've got all kinds of dirt.
And it's so lightweight for stairs.
Absolutely.
Nice and easy. It's an upright, it's a handheld, and it's a reach vacuum. Well, they say it's a 3-in-1. I think it's so much more.
It is so much more. Let me also tell you that you've got 2 different speeds here.
Okay.
So that was just on Eco. Okay. I was just running it on Eco for you there. listen to the difference. So this is Eco. You push the button. Can you hear the difference?
Powered up.
Eco. And look, can you see the power of the vortex going around?
And that's why the pickup is so, so good.
It's not just one cyclone, Hayley. It's 6 cyclones.
6 cyclones.
And 2 different HEPA filters. HEPA 12, so it picks up 99.95% of everything, down to 0.3 microns, which is just absolutely incredible.
That's
Do
where
your
that
own research on
filtration
HEPA
is,
filtration as well. We're really busy on this. Back in stock, but this is the latest and very gracious. There's the cyclonic action that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Flexi Pole, which I love. I've only ever seen that on a really expensive vacuum. Under £95 with PayPal Pay in 3 as well. And my goodness, a 3-year warranty.
It's gone
That was amazing.
crazy on the website already for this. Less than £95. The guarantee, you just register online and it'll give you that 3-year warranty.
Now, have a look. The bendable arm here
I love
is really sensitive because, look, it just goes down, which means that you don't have to reach down. I'm not bending over anymore. Thank
stuff.
goodness.
And you're going under the table, under the bed.
There we go. There we go, Sean. Absolutely. You can get right underneath the chair and it just clicks back into position.
Fabulous.
What I love about the 20% bigger head, though, is it's actually more stable to stand up by itself. Now, not many vacuum cleaners do. You try and stand it up and it just falls over all the time. This is quite a clever way of doing it. But look, you can go from one floor to the other. But look, it's nice because you can get up all of the different bits of dirt really easily. Now, I'm just in eco mode, remember? That's all I'm doing in eco mode. But look, it's all very well tiles. Let's move to carpet because it's all very well. And look, now look, it's quite a messy carpet. I'm going backwards and forwards because obviously it gets trapped in the pile of the carpet. You're agitating your carpet all the way.
I love the lights. When we got Mum her corded vac, she was like, what's he got lights for? And then the next day she was like, those lights are brilliant.
So you can see underneath things, exactly
and
right.
around the back of the door or in areas where the light's not so good. Sometimes you can vacuum and then the sun comes through the window and you're like, oh God, I missed a bit. Whereas you'll always see, well, there again, Tower sees the dirt.
Hayley, frankly, you can vacuum at this time of night. You don't even need to put the lights on and wake everybody else up. It's actually relatively quiet as well. I'm not suggesting you necessarily do that, but this is the thing. I've been playing with this one at home for about a week now, and do you know what? It has made my vacuum cleaner look really poor.
It's shown it
it's shown it up. So I've asked the nice people at Tower if I can keep this one at home, and they said yes, so that's all good.
Happy days.
So that's all good for me.
I've always had 2 favourite vacuums. This
Exactly.
is one of them. But affordability-wise, this price is absolutely incredible.
It really is. Let me show you. It's quite easy to take the heads off because look, you just slide it in with the little bit forward. So you've got there.
So look, it clicks in.
You've either got your crevice tool at the end there.
Right.
So at the end you've got a crevice tool, but if you slide this forward, you've also got the brush, which is really good. So you don't need to worry about that. So if you have missed any bits right in the corners, literally skirting boards, exactly. Now we haven't got a skirting board here in the studio, but this is, look, it just picks up all of the bits nicely. So
into all those nooks and crannies.
Exactly. Now, the nice thing about it is you can take the pole out and then just put this bit on the end. Now, I like this. Literally just like that. So in the car, it works really nicely. But have a look. How many of us have got home offices these days? How many of us are at the breakfast meeting? So you're on Zoom at the first thing in the morning. Oh, dear. It's like, but the thing is, toast, cornflakes, muesli,
gotta have your breakfast.
They all go in your keyboard. So I've got a keyboard over here.
Now,
look, yeah, I spilt my Weetabix into this one. Look at this. And look, now, I'll tell you what, let's just put that
little dust
brush on.
Yeah, with the dusting brush, we always use that to dust around the house.
Into the crevice. Now, can I suggest one thing? Do it while your computer's off.
Yes.
Otherwise, you never know what website you might end up. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
What email you might send.
No.
I'm massively busy. Do make sure you check your baskets through. It's back in stock, but it is the latest and the greatest. It's got a 20% larger head. Remember, that head is anti-tangle, which is huge.
Yeah, it stops the hair tangling around the main head of the vacuum. Upright, handheld reach. Do you see how it sucks in the hair just there? Prevents that hair build-up. The brush is different to this. It's an upgraded version, isn't it?
But still completely anti-tangle, so that saving you having to cut those hairs off. And you've got amazing lights right in the middle now, so you can see even clearer when you're going under the bed, under the sofa. Remember, you've got up to a 40-minute run time, which is brilliant.
Really great voltage on the battery, and that's why you've got such great run time. All the tools are included. The fact you've got that mini powered brush included makes it even more versatile. That's going to be great for things like your car mats. You know, when you take it out to the car, you've got those real rough mats in the car, haven't you? Gets right deep down. Great if you've got pets, obviously. And normally, if it says pet on a vacuum, you've got to pay extra money.
You're always paying another £50, aren't you? Because it's a pet vacuum. This is your pet vacuum. It's an upright, it's handheld, it's a reach vacuum. It's got the flexi pole, so it'll go under the sofa and under the bed. It's got amazing pickup. It's brilliant with hair because it's got the anti-tangle head. It ticks every single box. There's my flexi pole. I love that. I've only ever seen that on a really expensive vacuum. This is $94.99. You have got such incredible value for money. But as ever, it's only going to be as long as stocks last. We've only just started, about 10 minutes of the show.
10% of the stock is already accounted for. If you've got it in a basket, check your basket through. If you want to add it in and you've not shopped with us before, you just need that number at the top of the screen. 460569 is your item number. And use PayPal Pay in 3.
Yes, split the cost. 3 easy payments.
$33.98 on your first of 3 payments. If you do want to multi-order, you've also got that capped postage as well. Brilliant machine. And remember, upon registration, you get a 3-year warranty from Tower, a company we all know. I bet everybody at home's got
been going
some
over
Tower
100
products.
years. I bet you've got a Tower product in your home. What you've got is peace of mind. You're bringing absolutely, you know, absolute quality. That's what they're all about. You have got incredible value for money, but you don't have to listen just to us. People that bought the vacuum in the past, remember yours is the latest and greatest. It's got the bigger head as well. The 5-star reviews have been fabulous.
Let's have a look at some of those reviews. Mark's got loads more he wants to show us. This first one says, purchased to clean our garden cabin, the carpet tiles, but now we're also using it instead of our corded vacuum for the rest of the home as it performs better. Good on carpets, good on laminate, good on carpet tiles, nicely portable too. Really lightweight.
I think sometimes we forget about a cordless vacuum because we're so used to cordless. If you go back to that original vacuum, that heavy vacuum with the cord, you're tripping over the wire, you're trying to find the plugs, they're always behind something, aren't they? And then you only get so far and then the plug pulls out or you've got to unplug it and replug it.
And then from upstairs to downstairs and halfway down the stairs, absolutely no chance. Do you know what? You don't need a corded vacuum anymore because the power of lithium-ion technology these days, 29.6 volts in this, of course. By the way, for those scientists amongst you, you might want to know it's 11 kPa. That's all about the pressure, the kilopascals. So it's 11 kPa this as well. Let me show you the bigger, new, improved FlexiPet head. Now, it's 20% bigger, which means it's going to take a smaller amount of time to actually clean. Very easy, because what you can do is you just undo this and then you can take it out. But let me show you this, because it's got fluffy, and brush.
Right.
So 2 different textures as it spins round, grabbing everything and grabbing all of that dirt and grabbing the hair, and it's anti-tangle as well. So what it means is it's got the little brushes, the little combs on the inside. The little combs on the inside literally comb the hair and then shove it up the hole in the middle.
So stopping it tangling.
Exactly, it stops it tangling. Brilliant. So you don't need to take a pair of scissors to it anymore. It's also got, you just mentioned, it's got 4 lights at the front.
I like
In the old model, it just had lights on the side. I much prefer it at the front because it actually feels like a much more powerful light at the front, which is really good. So that's the new and improved floor head. But have a look at this, because what I can show you on the chair here is It's great for upholstery as well.
You've been having your breakfast
Yeah,
here as well, Mark.
you know, I've just been I am rather messy. The dog's been here as well.
Whoa.
And look,
Oh, wow.
you get all of the dog hair up too.
Now you get the powered brush head included in
Yep.
the deal for $94.99. You can see the pickle and whether this is in a caravan, the summer house at the bottom of the garden,
Yep.
completely cordless, which is fantastic.
I don't even turn it off between changing the heads. Look at this. So now all of those bits in there,
Right down the side.
right down the sides, and you can change it to its separate crevice tool.
brilliant.
It's
Oh,
also
yeah,
got
look up
a
there.
long crevice tool. So if you really need to get down in the side of the washing machine or the side of the fridge, you can get in there, right in the car seats,
Yes,
absolutely, right down that bit that you can't, you've dropped something down there, but you don't know what it is.
And you still
all
got
of that.
same power that you've got as the upright, 29.6 volts of power, which is incredible for a vacuum.
Now, you might think, you saw the Hepa filter here before, and you might think, hang on a minute, that's very clean for a Hepa filter. Now, the point is, it doesn't just have one Hepa filter. This is the secondary Hepa filter.
Wow.
So that one stays clean because the one on the inside is the one that's doing all of the really hard work. Now, if you take a look, we haven't done very much dirt yet. I am not going to empty this until we are right over the max line, like it shouldn't be doing any more cleaning at all.
Fabulous.
But we will push it because at the end of the day, that's our job here, to push it as hard as we can so the people at home can see it is so good. But it's really, really good because you really like the elbow, don't you?
I think that is so clever.
The elbow
And
is
I've only
clever.
ever seen it on a really excellent
Yeah, do you know what?
vacuum.
There's a button at the back,
Yep.
and all you do is you push the button at the back, and then the elbow comes down. And then, look, you can do under the chair.
Indeed, yeah.
Look at that, really
Underneath
good.
sideboards, furniture. A lot of us
Under
now
the
got
bed.
we've got floating shelves
in
and
the
stuff.
bathroom,
haven't we? So to have something that gets right underneath without you having to get under there yourself is brilliant.
And do you know what? I've only been using it on eco power.
On the
is
lower
amazing.
mode.
Lower mode. Should we do some tea?
Yes.
Because the bottom line is, these are difficult to do.
A lot of
Because
vacuums on this sort of floor will blow.
just literally blows it all out.
things away,
This
yeah.
sucks it in. If you take a look at the front of the machine,
Oh, wow.
Or even before you get
can
to
you
it.
see
Yeah.
it's actually sucking in? And look at that. Can you see the clean line that Now I'm just going to twist my wrist and you can go round the corner.
Great stuff.
Look at that.
I'll tell you what, those lights are better than the studio lights. Look at the floodlights on there.
I have to say,
You could do a good selfie with them. They're
It's like
amazing.
a concert stadium.
got such
Look at that big
power
Brilliant.
and
Really
all of it.
sharp as well, Mark.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. And the nice thing is, I'm going a bit slow just so you can see exactly what we're doing here. But front and back, you've got all of the tea leaves, just beautiful to be able to pick up. Now, the thing is, the Hepa filter and the 6 individual cyclones are on the inside. We all know about cyclonic vacuum cleaners. Cyclone, do it with me. It's a whirlwind!
We're going round.
Because it's a whirlwind, it literally is sucking all of it up and then it's passing through the Hepa filter. Now, that's good because the bacteria in the air, the viruses in the air, the dust in the air, the mites in the air, the everything, the nasties.
And we always say, if you do your own research about HEPA filtration,
totally.
the finest particles.
Now, I did a bit of research. So this will take up to 0.3 of a micron. A human hair is 70 microns.
Wow.
So a human hair is 70. This is 0.3 of 1 micron.
That's very fine.
It's very, very fine indeed. So that's the thing. It's a beautiful weight, this as well.
And that is important
Because
you
it's-
know, lightweight.
Yeah.
If you're struggling with a heavy vacuum, a corded vacuum, you're tripping over the wire,
Less
and
than
it's
2
heavy,
kilos.
nice and light, so you can then
Look at
do
this.
exactly what Mark's doing.
Up in your pelmets.
Yes.
Look at this. Has it ever been cleaned up here before, Hayley, do you
Probably
think?
not. It's all those areas like the top of picture frames.
Door frames.
Yeah.
Chandelier in your house, no doubt.
Of course.
My uncle had a really awkward actual shelf on the stairs,
Yes.
a window with the, you know, and he fell once trying to get up there
Trying
to
to get
clean
up
it.
there,
Whereas
yeah.
with that, you could just use the reach and keep your
Absolutely.
feet firmly on the ground.
Now,
Now-
our flooring is a bit strange because it hits the edge, but that is just something that we're going to have to deal with here tonight for you. But look at this.
Or they're framed, really, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly right. So you kind of hit them and it goes up. But look, you can always go along the edge there as well. So it's all nice. But if you do have any bits missing, you just take the end off, grab the little crevice tool.
The little one, the big one.
There it goes.
Fancy, because you've got both.
And you've got the dusting brush there as well. So if it's an area that you don't want to mark, you don't want to.
I rather like the little the dusting brush because you can use it for so much.
We use that so much with the handheld, like you did with the keyboard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under the toaster, rather than polishing.
Glass tables.
Because when you polish, you throw the dust everywhere. And, you know, if you vacuum first and then polish, you've thrown the dust. Whereas if you vacuum the dust up, it's going straight into
Absolutely.
the actual vacuum.
I've got a friend that runs a pub. They have tables outside where the smokers are. They have a handheld just to empty the ashtrays.
Oh, wow.
So they just use it
just for that.
And the nice thing is this is all washable. So if you have got things to pick up
Absolutely.
or cat litter, you can then wash that afterwards.
Talking of cat litter, we've got some pet bedding that we'll bring up because that really sticks to carpet, doesn't it? If the cat's kicked it out of the litter tray, and we all know that, I mean, they're a nightmare. Yeah. Mind you, difference between dogs. Dogs go, yeah, I love you, whatever you do. Cats go, yeah, whatever. Clean up after me. Exactly.
I'm hugely busy, absolutely flying out the door. At this deal, you can understand why. Just reminding you some of the technology, the anti-tangle technology with a new improved brush that's up to, well, it's 20% bigger than it used to be, isn't it? Which
is fantastic. It's still that amazing anti-tangle head, but larger. So the vacuuming you'll be able to do quicker, really, because you'll cover a bigger area quicker. You've got that psychonic action, so it really does pick up. At 29.6 volts of power, you've got amazing suction. You've got 2 levels of power as well. And, of course, you have got those lights. Those lights now at the front, so you can really see the dirt under the sofa, around the back of the door. Having a completely cordless vacuum, it will be one of the best things you ever buy. But this vacuum does so much.
And lots of manufacturers don't even produce corded vacuums anymore because the power, when it comes to a machine like this, with that battery power, with up to 40 minutes runtime and completely cordless clean, like you were saying, you're not having to plug it in, you're not having to find the plug socket.
When we changed Mum's vacuum, and I only changed it because one day when she wasn't very well, I said, I'll do the vacuum, got a big heavy vacuum, and I was like, what are you dragging this big heavy vacuum round for? And I went too far and the hose came out the front of the vacuum. So I'll get you a cordless one. My mum never likes change. Oh my word. Left her with it one day. She was like, what's it got lights on for? The next day she was, oh my goodness, the pickup. And she says, throw that, get rid of that corded vac. And mum never throws anything away. It went down the tip with the corded vac. And I don't think a day passes where she says, I can't believe what it picks up. My corded vac couldn't have worked. I must have been so dirty.
The fact you've got all the tools that you need with this, not only have you got the 2-in-1, the crevice and the dusting brush, you've got an extra long crevice tool, you've got a mini powered brush. That is going to be brilliant out in the car.
And that's a proper pet brush. Yes. That's great for pet hair.
And it's powered itself. It's not just the suction that you get. You've got the wall mount included, and it's an upright, a handheld and a reach vacuum.
With the flexi pole to get under furniture, to get under the table. Honestly, back in stock, but the latest and the greatest with the bigger head at £94.99, under £100. Tower, you know you've got absolute quality. You've got a 3-year warranty as well. The only problem is stock. Now, we did have a nice amount of stock tonight.
Well,
but,
we thought we did.
20% of that stock now already accounted for. You must check your baskets through. We're getting so busy. You know, it's like with our system, it's not yours till you check out. So we could get to a situation where we've only got 10 left. And that means, you know, you could have it in your basket, but it won't be just you. There might be 110 people with it in the basket. It might be 210 people. It'll be the first 10 people to check out that actually get it. So you must check your baskets through.
Yeah, confirm your order and check through. Make sure you get this great deal from Tower. We'll talk about more of Tower because it is a brand that we all recognise.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mark about Tower. 3-in-1. I think it's so much more than a 3-in-1. We love the motorised anti-tangle floor head. Remember, it's 20% larger as well, so you'll cut cover the area quicker. So you'll do a bigger area so much faster.
New and improved. You've got the detachable handle, which means you can use it as a handheld, a reach, an upright vacuum. The flexi pole means you can get underneath the furniture. There's that flexi pole we're talking about.
Love that.
Right underneath the couch, the floating furniture that's really trendy now. If you want to use it underneath the bed, you've got those lights across the front.
I love that picture. Remember, you've got 29.6 volts of power, however you use it. Whether it's a handheld and you take it out to the car or down to the summer house, whether it's a reach vacuum. Never
Do you
been
know
seen
these
before.
three?
You can see how we're getting right into the corners of the room with cobwebs and things. And then, of course, you've got it as an amazing upright, but you've also got that flexi hose as well, or that flexi pole that allows you to get right under the furniture. This is more than a 3-in-1, and stock is absolutely flying. Should have looked, actually. We haven't had tower vacuum for
a good while, have we? No, that's why.
It might have been October, beginning of October, the last time.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah, I think so.
Great
grab
stuff.
it whilst we've got it. Lots of people saying hello to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a whole fan club out there.
They recognise you. I'm not
But
quite,
they don't know
quite
where.
Sure. I'm not quite sure where.
Yeah.
We'll ask them to email in.
All right, then.
To be fair, it could be anywhere.
Yes, I don't think we
down
should
the
get
docks.
into that, Mark.
It's like, have a look at the floor head here, because this is the new 20% bigger floor head. When I was talking to the guys at Tower earlier on this week, the one thing that they wanted me to tell you that they're impressing on, they have completely redesigned the floor head. Just look at it, it's powered. So what it means is, look at this. So as soon as you switch it on, you can see the chevrons go round. And that is super. Now, this is the cat bedding I was talking about. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
If your cat just shoves it all over the floor, look at this.
And that might be a budgie throwing its...
Oh, it might be,
over
yeah,
the budgie
absolutely.
Page,
Who's
the
a pretty
bird
boy?
seed and stuff.
Look at this.
That's
so
nice.
there, now that is good. Now, I had a bit of an accident in my kitchen. If we come over to the next floor,
okay.
look
And that's
at this.
the nice thing. It's great on your carpets, your rugs, thick pile. Because it's got a powered brush head, it's great on thick pile carpet.
Do you know what? Once upon a time, I had a vacuum cleaner where you had to change the head when you went from carpet to hard floor. Do you remember those days?
And a lot of cordless vacuums, if they haven't got a powered brush head, when you go onto a thick pile, seems to
just goes
because it's just the suction that's actually moving it. Yeah,
power, so
exactly
you've
right.
always got the power, whatever carpet you've got.
Look at this. So this is... I had an
Then straight
accident with
onto
herbs. There we go, on my kitchen floor, and it's all good. But do you know what? When toast crumbs, you might drop your Weetabix on the floor. It's like, this is
Well, if you've got
really...
kids, under the table when they've had
exactly
breakfast.
right, yeah.
And the nice thing is, with a cordless vacuum, even if you're about to run out, take the kids to school, and then you're dashing off to work, I'll just grab that and vacuum before you leave the house.
Exactly.
Whereas you wouldn't get the big vacuum out and plug it in and drag it over and then you'd all be late for school for work.
And then onto your kitchen table.
There we go.
There you go. Get the elbow in there. That's all good. Now remember, I haven't even gone on to turbo power yet. I haven't had to use turbo
still on
power.
the eco
This is still on eco mode. Now, turbo power, you might think, what's it going to be used for? Now, sometimes you might want to use it for pet hair. Sometimes, actually, we've got now. Where did I put that bit?
Where did you put your pet hair?
Oh, it's over here.
I think you've vacuumed it up.
This isn't. No, this isn't.
Oh, no.
This isn't pet hair. This is Paul's hair, our director.
Well.
And it's like, so it's like.
This is very red for Paul.
Look at that. Oh, is that not his?
He reckons it's not grey enough.
That's
He
not
reckons he's got a few grey bits in there.
Let's drop it onto the red.
The worry
carpet.
is we don't know whose it is now.
No. Glad
You might want to wash your hands.
Oh my word! Now look.
Are you ready? Are you watching?
A no tangle system.
It's gone.
And there it goes.
And that's what that anti-tangle is all about. Not only
No
does
hair.
It's not
Let me just show you, it hasn't tangled at all.
Yeah.
And that'd be great for
thing is,
crafting, for if you've got lots of threads and things.
Threads, if you're a crafter,
that's
yeah.
it, absolutely brilliant.
It's
Great
not
for-
there at all.
No.
It's been sucked up. It didn't go around it at all. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to open the machine and show you all of the... I know. But
mess you've
shall I do it in one go?
Show us.
Because
take a look.
the thing is, do this over the bin at home, whatever you do. I mean, I'm going to do it on the carpet here because, look, now, we're way over the max fill line, but look.
Wow. But it's still picking up brilliantly.
That's quite a lot of dust. Now, before I actually hoover that up, do you know what? I did the thing.
What?
Did you know that hoover is a verb?
Is it?
In the Oxford English Dictionary. Ridiculous. This is not. This is a tower vacuum cleaner.
It's a vacuum. That's
And look,
right.
Oh,
you
this is...
simply turn.
this is the filtration.
You turn.
So tell us about that
There you go.
filtration, because there's
So-
HEPA filtration, but there's two, did you say?
There are. So I showed you the one in the top, but look, it's also got one here. Now, this is the best form of HEPA filtration because it's the folded form, and the folded form means that you've got more surface area to catch all of the nasties.
Right.
But look, once in a while, just tap it out and you'll get more dust out of it.
The fine stuff.
yeah.
So the fine stuff really comes
And then
out.
can we wash that?
You
That's
can wash it,
washable,
but look, I've also got my little cloth here as well, just back here. And so just once in a while, get your little cloth,
Give it a wipe.
give it a wipe over, pop your HEPA filter
As your
back in.
maintenance really does.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now, you can wash this under the tap. Do not put it in your tumble dryer. Do not put it on a radiator. Let it dry naturally.
Yeah.
If you put it on, if you try and dry it too fast, it bends out of shape. So don't do that. So really, really easy to do. But that's only one of the filters. So you lock that back into place, righty-tighty. That's how I remember that. And then the other HEPA filter is at the top. So you just turn the Tower brand
The logo.
and look.
Wow.
It's very easy. Now, this is the one that doesn't get dirty very often because that's secondary filtration.
Right.
So any nasties that have got past that don't get past the second one. So
Do
really
your own
very
research
clever.
on HEPA filtration. If you've got allergies and things, just have a little
Exactly.
look why
Absolutely.
it's so good. It picks up the real fine, tiny bits.
Yeah, tiniest, finest compartment. So just do your research. You can see with the HEPA 12 filter in here, removes 99.95% of particles down to 0.3 microns to help with those allergies. That's what it's all about. And you were saying, Mark, 0.3 of a micron. What did you say? Human
So
hair?
a human hair is 70 microns.
70.
Yep. And
this
this
goes
is
down to
0.3 of
even
1
imagine
micron.
how small that
it's
is.
under a microscope, exactly. Now, you also get this to hang onto your wall. It comes with the fixings as well, so you just drill the
So that
holes
could
in
go
your wall.
into a cupboard, the
Yeah.
utility room.
And look, it simply
Sits into that.
Perhaps
just
into the
sits
garage
in.
if you keep all your bits in there, yeah.
If you put it on the wall, what you can do is you can put it on charge immediately, just there, so it's wall mounted.
Straight into the-
But if you don't want to do that, and lots of people don't, you can take the battery out
I
and
love
just
the
charge
fact
the
it
battery
comes
itself.
off.
Well, the bottom line is it means that the battery is way more expensive to make, because if you're actually making a battery that has to sit in place and the connections have to go from here to here, it's a lot more expensive than actually creating a battery that's in situ all the time. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
But also, if you take a look when it's switched on, see these little 3 lights here? That's your power indicator. The power indicator shows you how much power you've got left, but there's a computer inside here that's talking to the battery, and that again is what makes lithium-ion batteries more expensive. But this isn't like an old lithium-ion battery. You remember in the old days they used to say you have to completely get rid of all the charge
Run them
till it
right
runs
down.
out, then you can put it back on charge. No, this one just do whatever vacuuming each day and then pop it back on charge. And then if you've got it in its little stand and you just pop it in there, you're never going to run out of charge.
My mum will just vacuum until the little lines go down, and then she'll plug it in.
No,
Whereas
you
we'll
can do it
often
the opposite.
vacuum
Yeah.
and we'll charge it each time we vacuum.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you. It's phenomenal. It lasts up to 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's the
runtime,
thing.
Which is amazing.
Who is going to do 40 minutes in one go? Almost nobody.
Our original cordless vacuum, it ran out about 6 minutes, didn't it? It used to drive me
Wow.
crazy.
So
And
you'd
it was
never get
about
the cleaning done.
£350.
Yeah.
This is going
Gosh.
back years, sort of thing, when they first came out. You've got such exceptional value for money, and so much. Tower are just so good at bringing you all the best
Now,
qualities.
Have a look at this. This is a real tough job.
Yeah.
This.
It is.
I've got pet hair and all of that in there as well.
I don't like the look of
Wish
that.
me luck.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
It's a mountain.
It's a mountain. Look at this. I'm going backwards and forwards.
It's-
Just
yeah.
look at that. There's a whole ball of hair there.
There it is. There's a hairball.
It is a hairball, but fortunately the cat hasn't chucked it up. Look at this.
Thankfully.
There,
That's pretty
it
good.
did it.
Wow.
And that's why the power of Tower from 1912 is so important. Now, remember, this is a British... I think we haven't yelled enough that this is a completely British brand.
Yeah.
Wolverhampton is where they started in 1912. And I have to say, from making kettles and toasters in the early days to all kinds of floor cleaning, Tower is a brand that is trusted right the way across the world and right the way across the United Kingdom.
Well, it's a brand that we all recognise.
Yeah,
isn't it?
totally.
I bet everyone at home got a Tower product in their home.
Well, not only that, the thing that I hadn't realised until I was doing more research about them is they did a massive tie-up with Russell Hobbs as well. So it may have been something made by Tower that you've had in your home as a Russell Hobbs brand, that Tower actually created all of those as well. So it's a massive brand that's been around in the UK for over 110 years.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
It's a great machine at a fantastic price, down to £94.99. Usual price of almost £140. So it's a £45 saving against the usual price. If you've not shopped with us before, 460-569 is the item number that you need. And you can use PayPal Pay in 3, can't you?
Absolutely. Back in stock, but it was the latest and the greatest with the 20% bigger head. It's very much a 3-in-1 and more. You've got that flexi pole. You've got the fact it's got the anti-tangle head. You've got incredible pickup with the big head, but also with the small handheld pet head as well. You can use this all around the home on whatever carpets, thick pile, thin pile, or your hard floors, and whether it's tiled floors. Some vacuums pick up the little bits but don't like the big bits. Some vacuums pick up the big bits but don't like the little bits and blow them everywhere. This vacuum picks up every last bit.
Now,
exceptional.
Stock-wise, you have got to confirm your orders. There's so many more of you shopping right now. A third of the stock is accounted for in baskets. You've got to confirm those baskets. If you've got any questions, do drop us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk, or you can pop a question in our message box on the website, shopontv.co.uk.
I love the flexi pole.
You do love it.
It's so good. I'm going to get right under a chair. Right, you know, it's awkward, isn't it? And it's so embarrassing sometimes. We've just had one of our rooms painted, and bless the man, he's moved all the furniture. And I know our vacuum doesn't get right under the furniture. So I said to him, I was like, oh God, I bet it was so dusty, wasn't it? He was like, I got the vacuum out.
Thankfully, we weren't there.
But with this, you'd be able to go right under the furniture. You'd get right back under the sofa to the, to the skirting board. It's exceptional. And all the attachments that you see, so everything you saw in that clip, they're all included for this price, which is amazing.
You can see your crevice tool, your extra long crevice tool. The crevice tool has a dusting brush on the end. That's your little charging plug that you can see there. The wall mount that Mark showed us. You've also got a motorised powered brush, fabulous. A mini powered brush. Some vacuums that we've sold, they're like £40-50 to buy the mini powered brush. That's included.
And you know what I love? Can you see it's got a flexi bit?
Yeah, it's angled, isn't it?
Our powered brush head is just solid. So sadly, if you've got anything that's sort of got movement in it, like your furniture,
anything undulated on the surface,
move, whereas this will actually move with your furniture on the chairs, so it will make sure it picks up everything, which is, whereas sometimes it's really awkward to try and get it at the right angle, this will always be at the right angle. And powered brush heads, you can pay extra, and we did originally in our very first vacuum, we paid an extra £50 for a powered brush head to go, because it was a pet extra. And I always go for the pet items. We actually haven't got pets, but it's my hair that falls out. And I always know that pet products, they've just got an extra bit of oomph, haven't they?
Exactly. Completely cordless as well, with amazing HEPA filtration, upright handheld reach.
Double HEPA filtration.
From tiles to carpets to laminate floor surfaces. But then when you use it upright and as a reach vacuum, you can get up high.
Well, that is the thing. All of a sudden, you've got a vacuum that will do everything. You're not tripping over a wire. You're not unplugging it and replugging it. It's completely cordless, but it will be the best upright, and I really do think you'll find this is the best upright. It'll also be the best, there you go, the reach vacuum, getting the cobwebs in the corner of the room, right into the,
cobwebs.
Yes.
Cobwebs.
Getting rid of all those cobwebs. Then as the handheld, take it out to the summer house, take it out to the car, put the powered pet brush on there and get all the hairs. Then, of course, you've got it as your upright, but don't forget, it's also got the flexi pole. There should be another lady there. There should be four with the flexi pole going under the sofa. It is phenomenal. It's so much more than a 3-in-1.
Tower vacuum isn't the only Tower product we've got on the show. If you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you scroll down to our live show, we've got a great Tower sensor bin available there, a bin where you don't have to touch it to open it. We've also got the Tower air fryer that's really, really popular, dual air fryer with two 5.2 litre baskets to do all your different types of cooking. lower running costs because you don't have it on so long, and it's a lower wattage than your main oven.
I love air fryer. It's the taste. I'd like to say you'll use it because it's a healthier way of cooking, and it is because you hardly ever use oil. But I'd like to say you'll use it because it is a way of actually not using the oven for so long, so it's so much quicker than your regular oven. However, you'll use it because the food just tastes so
brilliant
good.
machine.
It cooks so well. And a dual basket air fryer is, for me, simply the very best. So do grab that while the stock is available. As Sean said, we'll go into more detail about that tomorrow, but you can be steps ahead of tomorrow and be ordering that tonight while the stock's available. Great gift idea as well. Actually, I wouldn't mind a air fryer as a Valentine's present.
Well, as long as you've got a little jewellery box alongside it.
I wouldn't mind.
Nice, absolutely.
Yeah, you could open a drawer and there could be a little jewellery box inside one of the drawers.
Is that a hint?
I like it.
Little ring
I think that is
or a little necklace,
You could always pretend you didn't hear that. Is that? I've got a quick question for you.
Talking to me.
What is better than one cyclonic vacuum?
I don't know.
Would it be
6 multi-style. So, no. A vacuum cleaner with 6 cyclonic vacuums in it, and that's why this actually sucks up. When it's got the floor head and the battery attached, it's 2.63 kilos.
Right, I think Carol asked that.
When you take the floor head off, it's just under 2 kilos. Brilliant. So you've got great, so you can get right up to the, when you're reaching, it's not
lighter.
You also don't have to hold, there's no trigger to, you simply push the button.
That's true.
So
we had a vacuum, you had to hold it down all the time.
That's a nightmare.
We used to get vacuum finger, didn't we?
Vacuum finger.
Yeah.
Little scar on the thumb.
Can you see, you can see that actually, if I hold it that way, you can see it slightly easier. You've got really good grip. It's even got this little ledge here so that you can keep your finger on there really easily. So it's particularly good. But I have to say, the suction power... Let's talk about the fact that it's a sub 100. We've all seen vacuum cleaners that are 400 quid.
Yeah.
That are all the bells and whistles.
Of course.
They've put so many bells and whistles into this for under 100. Seriously, they sell it for way more than 100.
Well, it should be
It's only us, isn't it?
£140.
Exactly.
At
Well,
Tower,
quite.
that's the price you'll pay for
But
it.
even at £140,
good price.
It's got way more technology in this than you should have for this price of vacuum cleaner. And that's why it's so good. Now, remember, there is a big brother to this vacuum cleaner that doesn't even have the elbow.
What?
So they've actually put the elbow into what they call the baby brother version. And I love this.
Lightweight but powerful.
No,
It really is.
Low power mode.
All right, you want to see it on high power? Have a look at this. Have a look. I'm going to go to high power, but have a look how it jostles. No, there and there.
Oh, look at it's
Now,
virtually
You see, it's sucking it
every last
in.
bit in.
And you can
Look
really
at that.
see those
Oh,
lights
wow.
there. Remember the lights
Yeah,
are new and
absolutely.
improved?
And that's one pass over. That was
Yep.
amazing.
Like so. And I love this. I tell you what, let's go over to the wooden floor as well. And
And that's the nice thing, whatever floor, because
Yeah,
it's a powered
totally.
brush head, great on your carpets, thick piled carpets. A lot of cordless vacuums, if it's not a powered brush head, it slows down.
It is worthwhile also pointing out I haven't emptied this after I picked up
And you
all
picked
of the
all that
rubbish.
mess up.
I've kept it in there. I
gosh,
haven't.
is
that
I haven't bothered to take
Then
it
the
out.
thing with the like a hard floor, a lot of vacuums
Yep.
blow everything.
Yeah.
Whereas
Look
this,
at
again.
Look at this.
All right, hold it there. We're going to show
All the
these
lights are coming
off.
down. Look at that.
Look at that. Hey, I tell you what, this is
Vacuuming in the
special
dark.
treatment for you. You don't get this kind of treatment.
I bribed our director to do that for us. It's all right.
I'm not sure about vacuuming in the dark.
I don't know. I quite like the sound of it myself.
People vacuum naked.
Well,
they do it all over. You know. They all. Do you know what?
That's all I can think of is
Look how bright!
and the lights are amazing. And my mum was like, "What's it got lights for?" And then she was like, "Those lights are great."
Absolutely.
And my mum loved them because obviously as you get older, your eyes aren't quite so good.
Oh,
But
I
also,
find that.
in the home, there's sort of shady areas, isn't there? And sometimes you'll vacuum, and then all of a sudden the daylight will come through the window, and you're like, "Oh, I've missed a bit." Whereas you
Exactly.
never miss a bit when
No,
you've got lights.
exactly. And the beautiful thing is, can you see? You saw the old version. The 20% bigger, new, improved head is. I mean, and that is, it's 20% wider along the bottom, so it's actually going to do your carpet
Clean
in
a
a
bigger
shorter,
surface.
clean a bigger surface in a shorter amount of time.
And remember, I don't think we've had Tower Vacuum here since October. So we've got it right now. You've got a deal that's phenomenal. You've got the new and improved with that bigger head, but it's got all of those, I mean, real high spec points to it.
Well,
for
look
a vacuum that's under £95.
Here's another high spec. This is a motorised pet hair brush. Now, it's not just for pet hair. It does upholstery. It does it'll do your mattress really nicely as well, of course. Yeah. This is really good for stairs, but it's also good. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm changing the angle, because you can actually change the angle and set the angle so that with your chair, you can go down straight away and here, look at that. Look at this.
Our head is very static.
Yeah.
So you've got to get exactly the right angle, and sometimes it's very awkward to do that. That picks up just brilliantly. And like you say, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have pets to have this vacuum. We haven't got pets. I always go for pet products because the pickup is so
There's a lot
much
in
better.
there.
Look at that.
Wow.
That is...
And it's still picking up like you won't believe.
The point is that it hasn't lost any suction.
Yeah.
And that's, even though it says it's full, it's actually over full, it hasn't lost any other suction. Now, I don't advise you do that at home. Don't give it, when you get to the max line, empty it.
Empty out.
Of course you're going to do that. We just do that because it's easier to show you that it won't lose any suction if you do that. But I love the idea of the crevice. It's so easy to actually change them all over as well. There's no difficulty there.
Everything
so lock down the edges. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's a very firm, it's a very secure feeling, that, and that's what's so nice. So you've got 6 cyclones all working at once. You've got the HEPA filtration on the inside here, which is taking out 99.95% of all those microns and all of the microbes in the air. If anything does slip by, you've got a second HEPA filter at the top.
Like I've got you.
Which is like, exactly.
I'm gonna get you.
I read a stat, and again, you're absolutely right. Do your own research on HEPA. But I read a stat from Tower that the air coming out of the top is cleaner than the air in the majority of your room.
Oh my God.
Because it's actually taken out 99.95% of all the microns.
You know,
and doubly so, exactly right.
Filter, which is amazing.
Which is
under 95.
I was going to say.
Exactly.
I'm so busy.
It's amazing.
We've actually now got more people ordering than stock we've already sold. You desperately need to check your baskets out. Sadly, when it's gone, it has gone. It's back in stock, but only back in stock for the time we've got the stock. It's taken us, we don't think we've had this vacuum, and I know this is the new improved, but I don't think we've had this vacuum since October. October, November, December, January. Honestly, value for money. Well, we're February now, aren't we?
Yeah.
How did that happen? You have got a vacuum that should not be this price. If you went to Tower themselves, it is 140, but that's still an amazing price for this.
Because of the features that you've got on the machine. Remember, you don't even have to pay the full price today. You can use PayPal Pay in 33.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. This, you were saying, Hayley, you've only seen on another vacuum that's hundreds of...
I've only ever seen that flexi pole, so you can get under the sofa.
Absolutely right.
On a really expensive vacuum.
And do you know what? It's because it costs so much more money to actually make. This is also an aluminium pole, so they've kept the weight down because this is an aluminium pole. The power runs all the way through. I'll show you that, actually. It's quite clever, this. If you take a look, can you see that you've got this little section here?
Right.
The power runs all the way through, which is how you can get the powered motorised brush head at the bottom.
Great stuff.
That's how it works. And of course, again, that was just technology that came in 7 to 10 years ago. It's not been much longer than that. But the fact that every time you push the button, the brush is powered all the way around. And remember, that new brush head has got 2 rows of very soft bristles and 1 row of really harsh bristles, which is going to agitate your carpet nicely as well. It's going to allow the pile of your carpet to stand up.
So your carpet looks new again.
So when your other half says, have you done the vacuuming? You'll be able to see whether you've done the vacuuming.
You want
or
a
not.
vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean always wants a vacuum that shows
Definitely.
it, because
Oh,
he
yeah.
loves it when he's vacuumed. I can't even. He's like, don't
Don't
walk
go
on
in
the
there.
carpet. I'm like, we've got to
Well, that's always the problem,
It
isn't
always
it?
looks so nice, doesn't it, if you've got the lines in the carpet. This is phenomenal value for money. It's an excellent vacuum. They say it's a 3-in-1. It's so much more. It's got the flexi pole. You saw there how it picks up hair. It doesn't have to be cat hair or dog hair, though it's brilliant for that. It is a pet vacuum. Your hair, perhaps it's threads, perhaps you're a crafter. Cyclonic suction, which we've seen, is so powerful in this machine. Even when it's full, it's still picking up. And that's my favourite bit, right under the table, the sofa, you know, without having to bend down. It's phenomenal.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It just makes vacuuming easier.
Oh my word, I've just heard stock-wise. Half the stock, we're approaching half the stock. You desperately need to check your baskets through. You can see how it comes with all these extra tools as well. The small powered brush head, it comes as well with the crevice tool. It comes with a dusting brush that's also a crevice tool, and 2 HEPA filters.
And we're seeing that filtration there. Super lightweight and compact. You've got your wall mount included as well. The anti-tangle technology, the fact you've got the flexi hose, the fact you've got all the extras included, and it's less than £95 is the reason I think we're so busy for this. Absolutely flying. Oh, Jackie's been, what's she been doing? Vacuuming in the dark?
What's in the dark.
Oh no,
She's
she
gonna
said it's a good idea. She thinks it's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Great way
to find out what really matters to you, because what's meant to go clearly goes. In the dark. I was going to say send us a picture, but that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
I don't know why. I don't know why, but if I think of vacuuming in the dark, I just feel that you will be with nothing on. I don't know. I don't know why
that's
it
just.
is.
That's.
Alex says yes. I just don't know why that is, but that's all.
Just
that's all
these
that
two.
comes into my head.
Just these two. Now, if you want to get hold of this, pop it in your basket.
No photos. Now you must check your baskets out. We're hugely busy. You've got to please check out. Remember, we could get to a point where we've only got 10 of these left. And there actually might be 110 of you ordering it, because it's hours until you check your basket out. So sadly, you could press checkout, even though it's in your basket, and it'll say, sorry, sold out. So please, we've got more people ordering now than stock we've already physically sold. Hasn't been with us, we don't think, since October, but this is the new improved with the bigger head, but still the anti-tangle head. It's got all the high-spec features.
Yeah.
For £195, it's brilliant.
But you've got to check out right now. If you do want to add it into your basket, 460569 is the item number. shopontv.co.uk. You can still order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Lots of ways to watch us here on Shop on TV.
Yes.
You can watch us on our Freeview Channel, 89. Watch us here on ITV1 and STV. But social media is another way to watch us.
Yeah, and on YouTube as well. We're everywhere. Take a look.
Ooh.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from Shop on TV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and YouTube. You'll find us at Shop on TV Live. Be a part of our fun community at Shop on TV.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
This is nice.
This is a little bit of heaven, isn't it? And it's chilly out there again. The gritters were out
freezing.
again, and it's really cold, and there's nothing worse. And I know we're still in a situation where we don't want to put the heating on all day, but it's no good sitting cold.
No.
And the lovely thing is, these look like really beautiful blankets, and they are, but they're actually heated blankets. So this is like your own little bit of central heating wherever you are.
They're gorgeous. They're really beautifully soft and plush, and they've got a really nice finish to them. But you'll notice there's a remote control attached to these, because, as Hayley was saying, these are a heated blanket. Now, the elements run all the way through the actual blanket, but you don't really notice them, do you, in the blanket?
I bought this for Mum for Christmas. She absolutely loves it. We bought it for your dad, and it was one of the best presents we ever bought him. Really simple to use, and my mum doesn't like anything complicated, but it is really easy, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got 9 different heat levels, so depending on how warm you want to be, but you've also got 9 temperature levels on there as well, and a timer, automatic timer with an automatic switch off when it counts down. But don't think, well, how am I going to clean it? You don't have to worry because you've got a removable remote control. You just undo that little hook there, take the remote control away, and this is a sealed unit, so the rest of the entire blanket goes in the washing machine.
Really nice thing as well, it's lightweight, so you can have this on your lap whilst you're doing a crossword, whilst you're watching a bit of TV. There it is in the washing machine, which is great. It washes really well, then let it dry completely. Means you can do your everyday things. You can sit and have your lunch and your dinner. Perhaps you work from home. Well, when you do the video calls, they only see that bit, don't they? We watched a film the other day, didn't we? And he had his socks and his funny shoes on and shorts on, but then he had his suit on the top.
Yep.
And this could be on your lap, because when you're working at home, you don't want to put the whole house central heating on when you're only in the office.
Yep.
So this is your central heating.
And you can take it wherever you want. Now, it comes beautifully boxed. Again, 3-year warranty upon registration.
Don't show them the pink.
Oh, don't show them the pink.
We've only got, you've got to get that really quick. There aren't many of them left at all. No, you can show them the pink. But if you do want the pink, I bought the pink for my mum because it went really well in her living room. This would be a great Valentine's present.
You'll absolutely love it. That cosy warm. If you like a hot water bottle, or if you've got lucky enough to have a heated car seat, this is going to be brilliant and a great little gift, as we say. All machine washable. And we were talking about putting the heating on. Don't worry about running costs because it's really low wattage, so the costs are really low when it comes to a blanket like this. So we've got a few of the pink, only a few of the pink remaining. You've got this gorgeous blue that I've got, and Hayley's got the grey option there. So that's all you've got to do is choose which colour option. Remember, it's over £30, so if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, you can spread the cost interest-free with PayPal payments. 946307 is your item number. And you can see it's from Carmen. It is that luxury heated throw to use wherever and whenever you want.
And
watching a movie, like you said.
Movie night, doing a crossword, reading the newspaper. You don't have to be on the sofa. You could be on an armchair. You could be on a kitchen chair. As long as you're near a plug, this can be on your lap. You can be sat at the desk and it's on your lap. Perhaps you're not feeling so well. Perhaps you've got a little bit of tummy ache. I always think a little bit of warmth is so comforting.
Yeah.
For me as well, if you just want to lay on the sofa and nod off for a few minutes, just having that warmth. But we don't want to put the heating on all the time, do we? We don't want to heat the whole of the house. This is allowing you to be warm wherever you're sat, because this is your own little central heating. Whether you're doing a crossword, whether you're watching a movie, whether you're having a snuggle down on the sofa for 40 winks, it's phenomenal. Love the fact it's got a timer.
Yep, that 9-hour timer automatically.
Yeah, you would. I love the fact
automatically switches off as well. And you can see it costs less than 3 pence an hour to run. Now, obviously, that depends on your supplier and your tariff, but add it into your basket, grey, pink or blue. If you want that pink, very low in stock.
Our director virtually lives under his blanket, and he's in our ear going, I do.
He eats under it, sleeps under it, works under it.
He loves his bag. He's saying actually he'd bring it with him if he could. He'd have it in the gallery. Honestly, you will absolutely love it. And so we bought one for Sean's dad many years ago for Christmas, and sadly we'd been selling it on air before Christmas, but we didn't buy one in time. They sold out. This is why we all say check your baskets out with this. Then I had to buy one from abroad in the end, so it came late after Christmas, so we had to give it him late. But it was still the best present we ever bought. There wasn't a day we went over to your dad's and it wasn't on his sofa. If you went in, it was on his lap. Even in the summer, I'd use it in the evening on the chilly nights.
Well, the room, it never really got the sun on it, so it was always a little bit chilly in there. So to take the edge off, he'd just sit under his blanket. He absolutely loved it. And now your mum's got one. She absolutely loves it as well.
My mum can sit and get really cold, so her hands are sort of white at times. Whereas this, again, when she's watching TV, hers is in the living room, and she pops it on the lap, switches it on, it's plugged in, ready to go, and you've just got that lovely warmth. And my mum, you know, she's very much like, I'm not having the central heating on all day just for me. It really is absolutely fabulous.
If you've got a conservatory and you don't use it in the winter because it's just so chilly, imagine having this wrapped around. doesn't have to be just over your
watching the
lap.
birds. No,
You can have it wrapped around you like a shawl if you want to. $44.99 comes down to $16.98 if you use PayPal Pay in 3 on your first of 3 payments. So grey, blue, or if you're
Pink if
very
you're
quick,
lucky.
pink. If you're quick, very
you
quick.
do need to be really quick. And do think gift ideas. Mothering Sunday coming up as well. That's not too far. That's the end of March. So get that present sorted and you've got your 3 payments to split that cost. So it'll be very much sort of paid for around about Mothering Sunday, won't it? So grab that while the stock is available. That's the one I bought for Mum and we absolutely love it. And we bought the pink actually, but do check your baskets through. Do not please miss out on those. If you have got the Tower vacuum in your basket, do keep checking that basket out. Stock-wise, it's depleting really, really quickly. We are going to go back to it in a moment, but you must check your basket out. 2/3 of the stock is now in baskets. Lots of it already sold, but with everybody with it in baskets, you must check your baskets.
Yeah,
through.
don't miss out on that great vacuum. Mark's got some more great demos we're going to show you in just a little while. However, we need to mention another of our favourite warming products.
Now, for me, Mum loves a blanket, but this was honestly the best thing we bought her.
Now, this looks a bit unusual, doesn't it? This is a rechargeable hot water bottle. If you're thinking, why is there a stapler attached? This is actually the charging unit. So you click that onto there. It only takes about 15 minutes to charge, and then it's going to stay hot for 4 to 5 hours. Now, the water in there is sealed. You're never going to have a leak with this bottle, and that's the main reason you liked it.
The lovely thing, yeah, you don't have to refill it, so you're not going to scold yourself trying to fill a hot water bottle. It's not going to leak because it's completely sealed. You never put the water in and out, it stays in there. And when it's charged, it stays warmer for so much longer than a regular hot water bottle. And it's so portable as well. It's got a little area where you pop your hands. So when I bought this for Mum, there you go, for Christmas, I made her open it on Christmas Eve because we were going to a carol service outside or with, you know, Christmas carols. And so we took it with us and she had it on her lap and she was toasty warm.
Yeah.
And when we go out in the car and things and it's a cold day, my mum's hands honestly go white because her hands go so cold. I'm like, we'll take it with us. Go and watch the football.
Sporting
Have
events.
it with you, yeah.
Watching your favourite team or taking the kids to sporting events and you're stood on the sideline. Our car park attendant, we've said we're going to get him one, aren't we?
Yeah, because he's like, bless him, he was so wrapped up the other day. He's like, it's freezing. He has to do a walk around the building for about 2 hours.
We were like, we've got the
And he's
perfect
like
thing for you.
We said, we know what you need. Honestly, this is absolutely brilliant. Again, a great Mothering Sunday gift, a great Valentine's gift. If you know someone that really struggles with the cold, or especially their hands, there's nothing worse than then if you want to, want to write, or if you want, you're trying to do a crossword and things, but your hands are just so cold.
Lovely.
This is absolute heaven. And now for me, I'll go in my mum's house and she's always got this on her lap.
And completely sealed.
Yeah.
So it's really safe. When you do charge it, as we say, it takes up to 15 minutes. You'll hear the water bubbling inside, but it's a sealed unit, so you don't have to worry about leaks. It's less than £20, and again, another great present
I bought it originally because I scolded myself filling my hot water bottle. And I thought, God, Mum shouldn't be filling a hot water bottle all the time. So I got it for that reason. But because it's got where the section where you put your hands in, the little pouch, it's absolutely
She uses it all day, doesn't she? Yeah.
And when it says it soothes aches and pains, I really do believe when you've got sort of tummy ache and things or backache, that little bit of warmth is so soothing, so really ideal for that.
And again, really low on running costs. You can see, stay warm for as little as 12 pence per full charge. Again, that depends on your supplier and your tariff.
Price-wise, what can you get for £20? And honestly, this would be the best gift. It really would be a brilliant present for $19.99. If you're buying it alongside the vacuum or if you're spending over £30, remember, you'll still get that PayPal. As long as you're spending over 30 on a mixed basket, if you like, you've still got PayPal Pay in 3 as well.
Available in 3 colours. It will come boxed, as you see here, in grey, in pink or in purple. 617 516 is your item number if you want to go for that. We do have another item available from Carmen. It's a couple of you have found this. This is our wearable heated blanket.
Cute.
Literally, you wear it. You put your arms into it, so you can do everything that you would normally be doing if you're reading a book, if you're on your laptop, if you're doing your social media, if you're crafting. The great thing is the heated section is in the pocket at the front, so that's where the warmth emanates from. 859518 is your item number here. If you use PayPal Pay in 3, it's £18.31 on your first of 3 payments. Again, a really simple remote control that's removable, and the blanket's washable again.
I love that. You are at one with your blanket. You are a blanket in that. You virtually wear it. It's
I am
amazing.
the blanket.
I am a heated blanket. You'll absolutely love it. Like Sean says, the warmth is right in the pocket, so you can put your hands in your pocket. But that warmth is just by your tummy as well. And it's like it warms the whole of your body. $49.99 is a great price. And again, as Sean said, you've got PayPal as well. So grab that. I know that one is really busy as well. Think again, gift ideas. That could be a really nice Valentine's present.
Yeah, great present. 859518 for that one. All those items from Carmen, as long as you register, you get a 3-year warranty. Now, something else that we've got from Tower on the show that we had out live on the show previously, which is brilliant, is the Tower sensor bin. Now, this should be $99.99. It's down to $79.99. If you want to go for this, you literally wave your hand across the bin and it opens the lid for you.
I love that, because there's nothing worse than when you're cooking. I can end up washing my hands so many times because you're touching the actual, bin lid. This is allowing you to put rubbish in the bin without touching the bin at all, which is phenomenal. You'll love it for so many different reasons, and a really good size as well.
Yeah, the literage is 60 litres, but it doesn't take up a huge footprint. That was the other thing I liked about it. It comes in those 2 different colours, the black or the grey, that hands-free opening. It's smart and hygienic, and the lid itself, you don't have to close it. It auto-closes after 5 seconds. There's the grey, the lighter one. There's the black one that you can see there. And that setup, there is a little bit of a build. It just takes a few minutes to assemble for you. So it's quick and easy, and it's got £20 off the usual price. 598653 is your item number, and £28.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you use PayPal. Speaking of Tower, we have got to get back to Mark and this fantastic vacuum.
Now, stock-wise, we've got to warn you with our vacuum, 2/3 the stock is now very much accounted for. Lots of it already sold, with the rest of it in baskets. You need to check those baskets out. If everybody checks out, we've only got 1/3 of the stock left. And look how high
I like
you
this.
can reach. All of a sudden, it's like you're 6'7".
Well, I wish, absolutely. From 5'7" to 6'7", absolutely.
In an instant.
That was just showing you one of the things, because bear in mind, you can very easily turn it into a handheld as well. If I just pop that under my arm,
lightweight, isn't
you
it?
simply
Even
push
when
the
you're
button.
reaching up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that isn't the big headline. The big headline about this being new and improved is all about this new floor head, Hayley, because this is 20% bigger than the previous floor head. It's been redesigned from top to bottom. The lights are now at the front rather than at the side, so you get even more light going through. The different brushes here, there are 2 soft chevrons. There's one brush chevron that is very, very powerful bristles to actually revitalise your carpets there as well. It gets deeper into the pile. But do remember that this also has the very clever anti-tangle technology. So if you had a hair wrapped round there, it would comb it out and it would go right up the chute.
So clever.
It's also motorised, so there's no difficulty there whatsoever. Now, I can't guarantee it will get every single hair ever, but then no vacuum cleaner can. So don't come back to me in a fortnight and go, oh, I've got one little hair. Sometimes that just happens,
I think you'll really notice the difference, because we've got a really nice sort of pattern cut a rug, and the black area, you really see the hairs, and it's my hair. We haven't got cats and dogs. And I can never get it up with our old vacuum.
No.
I was down there with sellotape. This vacuum really has incredible power, has 29.6 volts of power, and that cyclonic action allows you to get such great pickup.
Exactly, and what you should do on your carpets especially is go backwards and forwards, because at some point you're agitating the pile, because some of the dirt gets stuck on the front bits, some of the dirt gets stuck on the back bits, and this way is a great way to do it. Now, I've gone back to eco mode.
So you're like on the lowest mode?
Yep, but have a listen. Oh no, that's off. Push the button. Can you hear the difference?
Yeah.
That's
That's eco and turbo. And look, you can hear it just making
And
light
with a powered
work.
brush head, this means it's great on all carpets and rugs, whether they're in
Absolutely.
thick tile carpets or whether they're, you know, thinner carpets. You'll find the pickup is phenomenal.
If you've got one of those fancy Turkish carpets when you've been on holiday to Turkey,
yeah.
they are difficult sometimes because they're sometimes a bit is high and a bit is
Different
low,
piles, yeah.
different piles on there. But look, you can go from one surface
Oh, wow,
to a
look
different
at that.
surface. Look at that.
Oh,
And in your kitchen, it is so easy. This could be the bathroom tile. I don't know what you've done there. Maybe the talcum powder's gone all over the floor.
And we don't have
Possibly
to
so.
switch anything, Mark, when we go.
No. There's nothing to change. It literally does it. And you can choose whether you want to do high vacuuming or low vacuuming. Oh, by the way, talking of low vacuuming, if you don't want to reach down, it's got a little elbow. Look at this.
I love
and so
that.
now
Under the
you
furniture.
Then you
do
can
that.
get right under the chair.
You can,
under the bed,
and look
under
at
the
this.
sofa.
Now, do you know what? I've been sometimes in my lounge, I can go 3 days without getting the vacuum cleaner out because I go, oh, I'll do that in a couple of days. Here, it's like, oh, there's a bit of dirt on the carpet. I'll do that.
I think
that's
it
what
makes
it's
you
like,
cleaner
yeah.
when you've got a cordless
Absolutely.
vac, because
Yeah.
getting a big, heavy, corded vac out,
a workup,
you're not going
isn't
to do,
it?
you know,
Hey,
just for a minute. With
Look
this,
at
you
this
just
as well.
grab
It stands up by itself. So
Brilliant.
part of the new design
Like that.
of the head means it actually stands
A
up
lot
better
topple
as
over,
well.
don't they? Yeah.
And this is the heavy bit, obviously. So when it's on top, it still doesn't topple over. As you can see,
Yeah.
we've got our one on the stand over there. Let me go to the chair, because the chair just behind you,
It's a bit dirty.
do you know what? I've redirted
Just
this
a bit.
in the best possible way.
Now that's everything
This-
you're getting. $94.99 is your price.
Yep.
Exceptional value for money, and all those accessories and the small powered brush head as well. Pet head is included.
Well,
We'll show
that's
you
what
some of
I'm
those
that's what I'm going to show you, because the powered brush head for the pet hair is really important, and we'll just slide that in so you can see that this is one of the 3-in-1 that you've got. Now, this hair comes courtesy of Lily the Labrador, who belongs to my friends Sam and Ian, and she's been a bit scratchy recently, so there's been more hair. So they swept some up for me,
Thanks, Lily.
just to be able to get it in there. So well done, Lily. You've been working hard. But look how
Shedded
much
at the
hair
right
that
time.
is, and look at this. It really does.
And if that is where the cat sits, or perhaps it's
Yeah,
the back
too
of your
right.
car, and the dogs are always over. They might be in the boot, they might be on the back seat. Every last bit of hair, and the cornflakes that the kids have left.
Oh, yeah.
Or perhaps it's the baby car seat that's full of food.
Definitely.
Brilliant.
So you can see how powerful that is, guys. But look, I've now pushed a little bit over into the side of the chair. So look at this. Let's just get our crevice tool and take all of that. There we go, out of the crevice
And
tool.
it's cordless.
Exactly.
So this could be in the caravan, summer house, the car, and it's got just
Exactly.
as much power as a handheld
Indeed.
as an upright.
Absolutely, and that's the point. 29.6 volts
And
of
that's
power.
good.
Yeah, do you know what? In a lithium-ion battery, now what you don't need to do is charge it all, it's run it right down and then start to recharge.
Right.
If you have run your battery out, it takes 4 hours. So
Right.
it's still a quick charge anyway. But if you hang it up, what you can do is you can actually pop it into its stand quite happily. Actually, that's the wrong way up. You pop it into your stand that way. And so you can see, you can get your
So you can charge it on
stand
the
so
wall
really
mount.
if you want to
can
put
charge
that
it
onto
on the wall mount
in
or
the
not.
cupboard, in
Exactly
the utility
right.
room, something
Yeah.
like that. Plug it in, charge it
Totally.
every time you put it away. We charge it each time we use it. However, my mum will actually use it and watch the lines go down. And when it goes down to line 1, she'll then charge it up.
charges it,
It's
yeah.
entirely up to you.
And we do it in
As
the
you say, it
reverse.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
And everything stores on.
And your crevice tools, but they lock into position as well on here.
Great.
As well. So even though one is hanging down,
Right.
it's not going to fall off. So really, you don't have to have it on the wall. But the nice thing is you've got your charging station there. The actual cable goes into the side, and so every time you hang your vacuum cleaner up, you can simply recharge it really
And how do we
easily.
charge it if we're not hanging it?
Okay, it's very, very simple. You can either take the whole unit to the plug if you want to, but I don't want to do that. That's a faff. Let's take the
That's
battery
so
off,
good.
and look. You can
can
just
just go on
take
your
that.
work surface,
Exactly
can't it?
right.
Yeah.
And that's what I did today. And by the way, it's got 3 little, when you plug it in, it's got 3 little blue lights that go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as it charges. And then when it's full, it gives all 3 lights full. So it's
absolutely phenomenal. If you have just joined us, it is a pet vacuum, this.
It is.
But you don't have to have pets to have it. We always buy pet products because the pickup is so good.
And we had an email in from James in Cornwall. Hi, James. He's just saying he's got a golden retriever.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That hair we just picked up, was it a Labrador?
That was a black Labrador hair, exactly right.
But they're a different colour.
yeah, indeed. Still sheds as much,
longer. Yeah.
Still sheds as much.
Yeah, brilliant for anyone with pets. But as Hayley was saying, we always go for the pet vacuums.
And if you're a crafter, all the threads and the fine bits, because I always find pet products, even though they're usually, not today, but they're usually more expensive, they just have that better pickup. They've been designed to be
absolutely.
a better product for pets. So we always go for the pet product.
And of course, what you've got is 2 separate HEPA filters here. Now, the 2 separate HEPA filters are clever. They didn't need to do that. This is extra. And when you talk about what is under £100, so a value, let's call it a value vacuum cleaner, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not what you're getting something much more important than that. Here, you've got HEPA filter on the inside. You've got 6 cyclones. So the original cyclonic vacuum cleaners were just 1 cyclone. It was brilliant. It changed the world of vacuuming, didn't it? This has got 6 multi-cyclones in there as well.
And you very much showed us that, because even when it was really full, it still
gets it in there as well. Yeah. But look, at the top, it's also got a secondary HEPA filter there as well.
And do your own research on HEPA filtration. So
do you know what?
If you have allergies and things.
Absolutely. It will take 99.95% of all of the allergens and dust and nasties out of the air, so that you're not breathing that in, because it actually grabs it and holds it on. Now, the HEPA filter on the inside is washable. So when it gets, it will get to a point after a while where you'll tap it out and like dust will come out, but you'll still go, oh, that looks a bit grubby. You can wash it under the tap. You don't need to use any harsh chemicals on it. Just wash it with water under the tap, but then leave it on the drainer to dry. Don't put it in the tumble dryer. Don't get a hairdryer out or put it on the radiator. If you try and force it, it will bend out of shape. And that is not what you want. But this is great because you can wash this one as well. Just leave it on the side, and that then can go back in there. Is on the inside, one is there as well.
Amazing.
That is why.
Under £95. That's why we're so busy.
It is. I'm not at all surprised.
High spec, properties. For a price that shouldn't be. £140, it's amazing. At £95 or £94.99, incredible. So many people ordering stock-wise, only as long as the stock is there now. We are phenomenally busy. So please, if you have this in a basket, you do need to check those baskets out. It's only as long as that stock is there. Now, this really gives you an idea of how to use it. Completely cordless. As a handheld, you don't have to be in the house. You can take it down to the summer house, take it down. Yeah. Perhaps you've got a work shed and it's dusty, perhaps caravan, the car. But then I love the reach aspect. So you can get right into the corners of the room to get cobwebs down without you standing on a chair.
Because
your feet
so
firmly on the ground. And it's so light.
Can I tell you, I did my car footwell with it the other day, and I got my phone ready to film it, to bring it in. My camera kept falling over, so I couldn't actually get the decent shot. But I got a really lovely car. I got a really lovely clean car out of it. Yeah.
For the car, a cordless.
It really is invaluable. You can do the boot with it as well. If you've got one of those boot shelves, because they get quite mucky, don't they? It's bits of shopping and all kind of bits. That is superb on there. And I tell you what, I've been taking Margot the dog for walks in the park, and I bought a new pair of Wellingtons over Christmas, and so they're rather nice, but they do get quite muddy. So in my porch, the bits of mud are everywhere. This gets it up absolutely beautifully.
That's what it's all about. Whatever surface you're thinking of, tiles, carpets, laminates, it doesn't matter. Look how sharp that clean is.
Look at that.
As Mark goes across, and he's only using eco.
That's eco power, that.
Where you're not scattering the dust and the debris everywhere. It's just taking it up into the machine with those powered brushes and the power of the suction with that machine.
29.6 volts of power. You've got the powered brush head. So this will coat with all of your hard floors without blowing the dust, but it'll coat really well with the carpets, whether it's thick pile, whether it's fine pile. A lot of vacuums, if they haven't got a powered brush head, as soon as you go onto a thick pile carpet, it starts to slow down. With this, You've got that power all the time. Even when the actual bin is full, you've got an amazing suction, and that's what it's all about. We are so busy, you desperately need to check those baskets through. We've got so many people ordering. It is going to be as long as the stock is there. So 460569 is your item number. We don't think we've had this since October. So October, November, December, January, so 3 months. But also, this is the latest model.
Yep.
So it's got a 20% bigger head, and that head means you'll cover a bigger, bigger area quicker. But that's your anti-tangle head. So lots of vacuums where all the hair gets caught up and you have to cut and the actual head. This has got an anti-tangle system.
This is new and improved
so
on the original, 20% bigger, and still got that anti-tangle technology. It's even got a comb in the back there that brushes the hair through, and then the hair goes straight up the machine. We're just getting busier and busier. $94.99 for a machine with all these facilities is brilliant. $33.98.
Now, we've got more people still ordering than stock is available. You desperately need to check those baskets through. Sadly, we're going to be in a situation where you'll press checkout and it will say it's sold out.
It'll
We've
be
still
gone.
got another hour and 10 minutes, but you need to check those baskets through.
And am I right in thinking that it still gets really busy about 2:30 when people get up to go for work? Second wave, don't we? Now, look at this. I'm just going to...
That's
now,
pretty
all of that. Now, there we go. You just tap it out. You do that over the bin.
That's all washable as well, isn't it?
Oh, it is all washable on the inside. I just carry a
So
little
if you
cloth around
picked
to...
up cat litter and things or something nasty
Absolutely.
that you want,
Do
you want
you know
to
what?
wash it, brilliant.
I'm not over impressed by that pile, so I'm going to get some more.
Get some
add
more,
more.
a bigger pile.
Okay.
It gets to this kind of late at night, and I get, I get
carried
go a
away.
bit
get all
funny?
carried away with it.
Uh-oh. We've worked with people like you before.
Yeah. But look,
Usually
so
2 o'clock, it's 10:02, you're early.
now,
You do need
have I
to
peaked
check your
too soon?
baskets through. Absolutely. Only for the people that've got it now, you need to check those baskets out. Wow,
Now,
that's quite a lot.
I'm right up to my knuckle there, so
That's quite deep.
It's quite steep, that.
It's like a little mountain.
It is like a little mountain. Now, bear in mind, this is difficult. Now, porridge oats are difficult because it's both the really dusty stuff that makes the Hepa filter work really hard, but that's what it's there for. But it's also the bigger bits as well. So remember, it's a powered brush head. So it's actually dragging the dirt in.
Yeah, you'll see this.
And if you do it in the dark, it's even easier because you've got those. You can see they're off at the moment. They're 4 little LED lights at the front, which is great. And I'm about to turn them on. I'm just going to blind the director. Here we go. Look at that.
They're good, aren't
Now
they?
look at this. You can see just agitating it through. Now this is on Eco. I haven't even got this on. Yeah, this is on Eco.
I mean, you've used it on Eco most of the night. Remember, it's got up to a 40-minute run time as well, which is phenomenal.
Listen to the difference.
That was quite a part.
Here's the turbo.
Way.
Now look at that.
It's got the bigger bits. It's got the finer bits.
Oh yeah.
Now with the turbo, you can really see it giving you that marking, getting deep down into the
get the
pile.
lines like you get when you do the lawn.
When you do the lawn. Yeah.
Oh, you can. You can see them on the TV. It's very difficult to see here in the studio, but you can see the lines on the TV quite easily. Look at that.
That's the difference of the suction, isn't it?
Oh, do you want? Director's going. Can you make it?
They're being a bit fussy, aren't they?
Can you make it neater, please? All right then.
Run it like a lawn. Back and forth, please. There you go.
Well, there we
Write
go.
your name in there.
And of course,
And it really looks clean, doesn't
you've
it?
got the elbow.
Like that. Nah, that's to go under the sofa.
This is the bit you love, isn't it?
tables. I love it.
Yeah.
The only other vacuum I know that does that is so expensive. This has got really high spec features for such an affordable price.
Exactly, and it'll stand up for you as well.
Yeah, that's so good.
Now,
I was just making sure it had its centre of balance. They're all laughing at me. It's like...
You have to lean your vacuum, don't you?
Exactly.
The phone rings, you lean it, you go and answer the phone
And whack, it's fallen over. Exactly
and
right.
You think, oh, God, have I broken it? Or has it broken something as it went down?
Do you want to see the cyclones in action?
Yes.
Because
Quite a lot in there now.
I've used porridge oats deliberately so you can see them fly around. Look at this.
Oh,
You
gosh,
see that?
yeah.
Wow.
Now, obviously, it's not...
And is that still on Eco?
That's on Eco. That's on
Way.
Turbo. So you can see... Now, that is nearly up to the max line. There's a max line on that side. Can you see the max line?
Yeah.
So it's nearly up to the max line.
It's still happy.
It's still very happy, and that's because it's got 6 cyclones.
Wow.
If it was just one, it might not cope with it. The fact it's got 6 cyclones in there and 2 Hepa filters, and that means, so even with the porridge oats, it's got all of the do you want to see that again? Do you want to see the pile again? Yeah.
Bring on the porridge oats.
Here we go. Oops-a-daisy. There we go. But that's how
Obviously, you
easy it is
won't
to
yours into
empty.
the bin.
Yes.
Well, unless you want to demonstrate it to your mother-in-law,
There you
of
go,
course,
you
because
don't know.
sometimes you go, oh, I've got this new gadget.
Have a look at this.
And I think we forget, cordless, honestly, I think one of the best things anyone will say they've ever bought would be a cordless vacuum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once you've got a cordless vacuum, you'll never go back to a corded. And you won't believe the power. I mean, battery power now takes people in cars, where you've got amazing power that now
Exactly.
has such great pickup. Look at that. And that
But we
again
would-
was such a pile.
Do you remember the 3 of us were selling vacuum cleaners, what, 10 years ago, 5 years ago? And they didn't have anywhere near this kind of power, did they?
All this runtime.
No, exactly right.
When it first came out.
Originally, when they first came out, they were an add-on vacuum to make it easier to
An
go out to the
addition.
car
Absol-
and perhaps to do the stairs because your bid vacuum was, you know, not good to do the
Exactly.
stairs because it didn't reach. Now, honestly, that's all you'll use. This will be your big vacuum. This will be
I would
your
go as
dustpan and brush.
I
This
would
is
go
what
as far
you'll
as to
grab
say,
every
get
time.
rid of your corded vacuum. I sold mine, or actually I gave it away to the charity shop about 4 years ago. So I haven't had a corded vacuum for about
I
4
think
years.
once
You
you've
don't
been-
need it.
Once you've been cordless, you'll never go back.
No, you don't need, and you don't. But as you rightly said, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, they were an addition.
The runtime.
Now it's absolutely your main vacuum.
My
cleaner.
mum used to do a big vacuum on a Sunday and a Wednesday, no, a Saturday and a Wednesday,
Yeah, that was
and then in
cleaning day.
between
I-
she'd use a dustpan and
I
brush
think a lot of
and
people
a
did.
broom.
Yep.
Now she doesn't do a vacuum day. She grabs this every single day,
Yep.
and she'll use
just does a
this
little bit.
like she
Yeah.
would do a dustpan and brush. If you see a mess, rather than you getting down
Boom.
to try and sweep
Yep,
it up,
totally.
you'll grab this
Yep.
and use it every single
All
day of
those
the
little
week. Even
spillages.
if you're about to run out the door, I can be at the bottom of the stairs and I'll think, oh my goodness, the stairs are filthy, but I'm just running up to get my car keys. But I'll get the vacuum and I'll vacuum the stairs as I run up to get my car keys, even if I'm going out to work, because I know it's just going to take a minute. Whereas getting the big vacuum out and plugging it in,
It's a big old
getting it to the
work-up, isn't it?
stairs,
Yeah.
doing half the stairs, then taking it upstairs, plugging it upstairs, and then doing half the stairs.
Absolutely.
This is just so versatile.
Grab and go cleaning.
It is
Quite.
grab and go
Yeah.
cleaning.
Can I also point out, every time you switch it on, it goes to eco mode.
Okay.
Right.
So you're always saving power because it always goes to eco
Right.
mode. When you want it on turbo, you have to push the button, and
Right.
it's a touch sensitive screen. All you do is you push the little button,
Fab.
and the symbol changes. So the green is eco, and then the fan is the turbo. It's as simple as that. Can you see? Green, turbo, green, turbo. So with turbo mode, look at this. On the stairs, get the riser in there. I haven't got quite enough room. I'm just going to move my stairs a little bit. There we go. Look here. Look at that.
The pickup is so good, and that's so lightweight, so easy, whether it's stairs in the house, whether you're using
Where are
this in the
these stairs
caravan.
from? I'd never
I
get
guess
up these
you have to have
stairs.
very little feet.
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
I think these are stairs for babies, aren't they?
They
I
are.
think they're the wrong way round.
Are they
aren't they? Yeah.
Is that what we've done?
I think that's the step.
Oh, that's
Up,
why.
isn't it? Yeah.
Look at this.
You'd
I'll
have
just-
to have very little feet.
There we go.
You'd be
That's
going-
better.
going up- they're still not big enough for
It's
you.
a bit better, but
it's
it
a
doesn't
bit
work
better.
for me.
Yeah, you need to do it sideways, Sean.
Television
That's
stairs,
better. Look at that. There we
aren't
go.
they? Yeah.
Actually, they'd be good showbiz
look, you can also
stairs,
do-
those. Sideways steps.
I love the idea of showbiz stairs. Do
Showbiz
you have
stairs.
showbiz stairs in your house? It's like, I need to get some.
Of course.
Now-
Those sideways ones.
I love it. I love it.
Funny. I had a vision of you in dance skins.
Oh,
then,
not
and
again. Not
Now,
again.
what you must do,
We need
please,
those
is
pictures.
jump on the website, check your baskets through. I'm really busy on this. And great to have Tower Vacuum back with us. It has taken us 3 months to get this back, but they have been upgrading it, and this is the upgraded model with the 20% bigger head. What you've got to do, please, is grab it while the stock is there. You can see it's a 3-in-1, but it's so much more. It's got an anti-tangle head, which is phenomenal, but it's larger now as well, so you'll cover a bigger area quicker. And it comes with all the attachments. It's cyclonic action, and as we were saying with Mark, it's got sort of 6 cyclonic actions, so the pickup is incredible.
It really is. It's really powerful. You can see there up to 40 minutes run time on a single charge. That 29.6 volt battery that you've got, it's not just an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You'll go from tiles to laminates to carpets, and then you'll use it for things like dusting with those dusting brushes.
Yeah, the reach vacuum. Get the cobwebs right in the corner of the room without you standing on a chair, your feet firmly on the ground. Get right down to the skirting boards without bending over. Lightweight to carry up the stairs. You can charge it on its sort of parking station. You can charge it on the unit top. The actual battery comes away, so you can charge it like a mobile phone, if you like, on the work surface in the kitchen. But when it's charged, it's got up to 40 minutes run time and pickup. It's at 29.6 volts of power, and that is powerful for a vacuum. So it allows you to have this incredible pickup with the flexi pole, which I love, which bends, so you can get under the sofa, under the bed, without having to bend down yourself. And I've only ever seen that attachment on a really expensive vacuum.
A vacuum that's hundreds of pounds, down to £94.99 for the Tower while stocks last now. 460569 is the item number. That recaps on everything. Super lightweight, really powerful, motorised anti-tangle floor head, and with that flexi hose, it's feature packed. Now, so many of you I've got them in baskets right now. If you've got it in a basket and you want to get hold of it, please confirm your order.
Sadly, I think at the end of the night, 70% of the stock is sold out and gone. So many in baskets. Very shortly, we'll be in the situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. If we get to a situation where we've got, say, 20 left, there could be 220 people with it in their baskets, and still someone could ring up and order it before you, or someone else could go on the internet and order it and check out straight away. It will be the first 20 people that check out that get it, which means at least 200 people will miss out. You desperately need to check those baskets through. Don't miss out on a price that's under £95 that is so high spec and from Tower. They've been going over 100 years. I love that picture. There should be another lady with the flexi pole going under the sofa, but you've got a handheld. Actually, perhaps I could be superimposed on there.
We could,
with the flexi
yeah.
I could be. You've got an upright, which it reaches for the cobwebs, and it'll go down to the skirting board. Use it as an upright and a reach vacuum. Use it as the handheld. Take it out to the car, and all those different attachments. And you don't have to plug it in and trip over a wire, and then when the wire's not long enough, you'll unplug it, replug it somewhere. Where are all your plugs? Behind the sofa, behind the chair, behind the bed, and then you're unplugging the internet and everyone's going crazy. This is completely cordless.
But it's not yours until you check your basket through. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, $33.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you just joined us and you want to add it into your basket, 460569 is your item number.
And looking at that PayPal payment, it's so affordable,
Really
isn't it,
is.
to have a vacuum that really will make a difference to your vacuuming at home, because it is just so quick, so easy. You'll have a cleaner home because as soon as you see a bit of dust, you'll just grab the vacuum. We do all the time.
Yeah.
As soon as you see something, you grab it and vacuum and it's done. Even if you're about to run out to work, it just makes you, I think, a cleaner person.
Without a doubt, cordless cleaning, it makes it so much easier, and it's super lightweight.
You'll never go back to corded.
Now, speaking of Tower products, we've got another Tower product we want to give you a sneaky preview of. We've got some great pans coming up tomorrow from Tower.
Yes.
Back in stock. Oh, what a price on those
us.
pans.
The price is crazy.
We thought it had all gone forever and ever, but we found a small amount for our show tomorrow.
Honestly, they're phenomenal.
So make sure you join us for that. But on the screen, you'll see we've popped up the details for the Tower Elite Air Fryer. This is brilliant, isn't it?
And they say 30% faster than your regular oven and things. You've got 2 really great baskets, 2.5 litres there. You can use one basket on its own and cook just for one. You can use both baskets and cook for a whole family. You can sync it all to finish at the same time and do a whole dinner in
so
there.
you can put different modes on different times and then sync them so they finish all together. Baking, roasting, dehydrating, grilling. You've got preset programs on there, so you get that perfect finish every time with much less oil, even no oil sometimes.
Absolutely. So a healthier way of cooking, but you'll use this because the food just tastes so good. But the reason these got so popular is when energy prices went up, people were like, well, I have to put my oven on for like 20, 25 minutes before it's even ready for me to put my food in. Most food, not everything, but most things will be cooked in this in 25 minutes because it cooks so much quicker. It cooks as soon as you turn it on. You're seeing how it is energy-wise as well. It's a 10.4 litre. It's a dual basket, so it's so versatile. And I love the fact that you can do a whole chicken in one side, then you could do your roast potatoes and veg in the other. Do the whole meal.
Yeah, and that vortex technology means you get that perfect distribution of heat, so it evenly cooks in both of the baskets. It's also a great looking machine, and footprint wise, it's not massive. It doesn't take up a huge space. Now, with your PayPal Pay in 3, £40 and 31 pence on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Item number 328831, and look at this, what Hayley was just talking about. You could save up to 70% on your energy bills, depending on your tariff and your provider, as we always say. You could save up to £186 a year on energy.
I'd like to say you'll use it because you'll think, oh, I could save some energy there. You might use it because you think, oh, I don't need to use any oil, so it's a healthier way of cooking. The fact you will use it is because the food just tastes so good and it cooks so quickly. If you're hungry, your meal's ready virtually in an instant. Perhaps you're just in and you've bought a takeaway or something. You could so easily
I'm hungry now.
do your own bacon sandwich. You could do your own chicken wings. You could do your own chips in just an instant. Now, grab it now. You're a step ahead of tomorrow. We will be showing you more about that tomorrow. We're live about 12:05 on ITV and I think midnight in Scotland. So do join us tomorrow night because the pan set and the air fryer are phenomenal.
We will be cooking in the studio. Well, not live, but we'll be showing you how easy it is to cook. 328831 if you want to get that air fryer. Everything is available on the website for you, shopontv.co.uk. If you're looking for all and everything, put it in that search bar. We've got over 700,000 products on our website, a massive amount of books. If you're looking for Valentine's gifts, just pop that in your search engine. We've got things like designer fragrance on there as well. So take a look for all and everything on our website. As I say, over 700,000 products. Look at some of these.
Lots of things that we don't show live on air as well. So it's really nice to have a little nosy through. We've got some lovely skincare. So have a little nosy at everything that's there. Pop it in your basket alongside your tower vacuum. Remember, as soon as you spend £30 on anything, you will get PayPal Pay in 3. And that is on your basket spend. So if you're buying a couple of items that takes you over £30, you'll get PayPal, which makes it so affordable. But we've got to get back to our vacuum whilst we've got the stock, because my word, you have absolutely, as always, loved this, but we haven't had it, we don't think, since October.
And while Mark's still here with us, because the way stock's going at the minute,
I'll go home early. It's like, what a day, what a day. Now, 700,000 products.
Yes.
I knew it was a lot. I had no idea it was that many.
Changes every day.
I've taken one of the other models that we've got here and just taken the filter out so that you can see what I mean by the 6 different cyclones. So this is the bit that's inside the centre of the vacuum cleaner. But have a look at that. They create the 6 individual cyclones. So that means that you've got 6 times the power here. Now, if you're wondering about power and you know about physics and stuff, I don't.
Not us.
The important stat is 11 kPa.
Ooh,
okay.
It's kilopascals, and it's all to do with pressure versus vacuuming.
Oh, right.
Beyond that, I never listened in physics.
Really good.
It's why we work in telly, isn't it? Yeah, that's the reason.
Sounded very good, though.
It was.
Well,
that was good. That was impressive.
I should have just
Visually, I like to
gone with it.
styled it out, shouldn't I? Exactly right. I don't ever want to lie to people. I'm not. I'm just like, now I've got a massive pile of dirt. I've got little bits of dirt. This is pet. This is pet bedding, so if the cat has chucked it out of the litter tray, because they do, they're very messy.
Yeah, they're not
I once had a cat, but we got a little house, and so they
down
would
the bottom of the garden.
No. It was like in the utility room, but just where the cat litter tray was, and And the point is, it's like she used to kick it out the front of the house. Still kicked it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
They're going to get you every way.
Absolutely. Now, interesting, they've created a stand so that it stands up really nicely. You might just need to just tilt it down a little bit like that, but you do that with a lot of vacuum cleaners anyway. This is brilliant because have a look at the power. Now, every time you switch it on, it goes to eco power. But when you then go to turbo power, like so, it really does give you the clean lines, whether backwards or forwards. I'll just leave that nice pattern there for now. And let's come to this giant pile of porridge oats, like someone has decided that they don't like porridge anymore.
And porridge can be a nightmare because there's lots of very fine bits. They'll go deep in the carpet.
Yep.
And then you've got the
You
bits
can
that
see,
be
can't you? Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
But it's getting it all.
And
Because some
that,
vacuums like the big bits but not the little bits. Some vacuums like the little bits, not the big bits. This seems
Exactly
to like
right.
both and pick up both.
well, that's the point, and it does it whether you're on carpet or whether you're on hard floor or whether there's a bit of hair there as well. I don't know where that hair came from.
Got to be
Where was
quick.
it?
Have you been shedding, Hayley?
No, could be.
It's like, look at this. It's dear me.
been manscaped.
So it's like,
Oh, no.
live on air, dear me.
It's not blonde.
Oh, that is too much info, even for this time of night.
Back to the pet wedding.
Looks a bit great.
Look at this. Oh! now. I asked them before we came on air whether they ever bicker. I think this is the close they ever
This
get.
is about as close.
Yeah. Like, look at this.
And I mean, that's a really good example because normally on a floor like this,
Yep.
it can blow it. Sometimes around
Lies
the kitchen,
everywhere.
you're chasing,
Exactly.
aren't you?
Yep.
That bit of hair or that cat
Yeah.
hair or that bit of dust. Whereas that just picked everything up without blowing any.
I'm
bits
at
anywhere.
maximum. I'm at maximum on my fill line,
You
but
are,
let's
yeah.
keep going, shall we? So
Keep going.
the nice thing about it is, whilst it keeps going, you've got the suction going on there. You can. Oh look, I've got handprint right over my
Oh,
trousers.
Only a bit of dust.
Not for the first time. Look at this. And look at this. Absolutely.
And that's rice, which I also think is a nightmare because lots of vacuums will spit that out,
Do you want-
especially when they're so full.
I want to test it even. It's got to that point. Of the
Uh-oh, here we
It's
go.
got to that point. I've gone rogue. Look at this. Let's go for even
I hope you
more
didn't want to eat
porridge.
breakfast because
No.
it's all on the floor.
It's going to be none left.
No porridge for the morning.
I'm not a massive porridge fan, so it's better on the floor as far as I'm
We love
concerned.
a bit of porridge.
Now, remember, you do get all the tools included that we show you
you're
throughout
quick
the
enough,
show.
the way
Yeah,
things are
crevice
going.
tools, dusting brush, your extended crevice tool. You've got that mini powered brush.
To be fair, if we run out, people can go to Tower and buy it for £139.
Well, they can.
It's like,
We are heading that way. Stock-wise, the stock is depleting really, really quickly now. So many of you got this in baskets. You must check that basket through. Sadly, we'll very shortly be in a situation where more people are trying to order than stock is available. Please check those baskets through. You're starting to check out now. We've still got nearly as many people ordering as we've already sold.
Yep.
Super busy for this time of night. Fabulous.
let me pop it. If you've got like a skirting board or something that you can't quite get to the side with, why not? I realise I'm doing this upside down. There we go. Pop it in like so. I should have just held it the other end, really, shouldn't I? There we go. Look, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt it holding it upside down. But then you can go in with your little brush tool and you can do your side bits really easily.
That's really
Look
good
at that.
for skirting boards.
Yeah,
and things.
exactly. Down.
All those
They
real
can be a
nooks and crannies.
nightmare.
Indeed.
Yeah.
On a
Yes.
whole, you get down on your hands and knees with a cloth, don't you, trying to get the skirt? Whereas that, you can...
Not
vacuum
these days. Have you
every
seen me
day.
on the hands and knees? It's like to never get back up again.
Yeah,
it's like,
tell
that's
us
the
about
thing.
it.
It's like, but of course, you've also got that really important knuckle as well, so you can always go round a corner.
Yes. That's
great.
It's really sensible to be able to go round a corner. But the new and improved notion of this is, unlike when people may have seen this vacuum cleaner before, it has a new improved power head.
Yes.
An anti-tangle head, but...
Yeah, the anti-tangle head's clever because let's see if I can get the angle right so that you can see. On the inside, there you go, just down a little bit, you can see that it's got those little combs
Right,
there at the
yeah.
back. Now, it combs all of the hair that gets stuck around this, because you know,
Clever.
if you don't have that, you just have to go in with a pair of scissors, don't you?
This
It's
will be
like-
wrapped around
exactly
with hair,
right.
won't it?
Yep.
And then it starts going sort of slowing down, and then you've got to try
Exactly.
and get some scissors to cut it.
And that's always a
Whereas
nightmare.
this combs it away
Yep.
from the actual brushes and takes it into the vacuum. It's really clever.
And Hayley, would you mind holding that
Not
just
at
1
all.
second? Because, look, what you over my head, yeah, exactly. And then what you can do is you can take the brush completely out, and then you can wipe the inside down.
That's great.
So you can clean every single part of this without any problem at all. And then it
Look
just
how
clicks
easy
back
that
into,
was.
yeah, it just clicks back into position.
Hours you have
Thank
to
you
get
very
a
much.
coin, don't you? And it's really
Yes, to
awkward
open it,
try and
yeah.
open
Well,
it. Whereas that, you can see really
Yeah.
easy to actually take.
They've really
off.
thought of that, haven't they? And that's the
everything
point.
don't
clicks, doesn't it? Everything clicks back into
It
place.
feels secure, and that's so important. I had a vacuum cleaner once where you had to kind of twist and
Yeah.
push, and
Or
if
some
you didn't get
can't,
it,
you just can't get them in.
but if you didn't get it right, it would crack.
Oh,
gosh.
right.
It would crack and then it would break,
Crack
and
the
then you'd have to send off for a new one. And yes, they charged all.
Tower
over
is
for
all
that
about
again.
quality.
Yes, it is.
This
Since
is
1912.
Under £95. And what's the warranty on it?
So it comes with your standard 1-year warranty, and within a month of having it, register it at the Tower website, and then you'll get a 3-year parts and labour
3-year
warranty. So it's
for
fantastic.
Under
Yep.
£95.
Well, if you
is
think about
amazing.
some items, you go to the electrical stores, you could pay £95 for an extended
Just for the extended warranty, exactly right. Yeah, there we go.
That's brilliant.
I mean, that is phenomenal. That's what Tower are all about quality. They're proud of their products. They give it a 3-year warranty because they know you've got a product that will last, that does do all the things that we're saying it does. It really has been a favourite, but this is the latest and the greatest with the bigger head, but it's still that amazing anti-tangle head. It's still got the flexi pole to get under the furniture. It's got incredible suction and power, 29.6 volts of power. There's very few vacuums. A lot of great vacuums are 22 volts of power.
Yeah.
29.6 volts is amazing.
It's still over. Look,
That's super full.
Now, the point is, it's only supposed to fill to a litre. It's not supposed to go that high, and it's certainly not supposed to still be sucking up the stuff.
That is amazing.
So it just shows you how powerful this is. It really is. I'm going to empty this now, but I'm going to empty it on the carpet, and I'm going to show you that again.
Wild one.
Do you know what? It's the one thing that I want to prove to people at home. If you've got it in your basket right now, this might be the demonstration that actually pushes you to go, hang on a minute, it's under £100. That's a really good, powerful vacuum. Yes, it is. And the nice thing about it is you'll do this over the bin. There, look at that. No, there.
Look at that, a mountain.
And look how deep that is. Just put my finger in there. Look how deep that is.
Very deep.
Now it's like a volcano.
Yeah.
That's a volcano.
I'm glad you said that. I thought that was going to be an upside down pimple.
Right, that is, yeah.
Could have been anything,
It's late, it's early.
This
I don't
time
know
of
what it
night,
is. It's
could have been
2:15. I
anything.
don't know what I'm saying now. Got to say good morning to Bridget. Bridget has
Hello,
been
Bridget.
watching us for many years.
Oh, hi,
And
Bridget.
she said hello to all of us. And she's
Hello.
pleased to see us all together.
She
It's nice to
recognises
see
us
you.
all from a previous life.
Yeah.
Does feel like a previous life, doesn't it? It's like, right.
Lovely to hear from you, Bridget.
Nice to
Look
see you.
at
Good
this.
morning.
Now, I'm going turbo mode from the beginning now.
Okay.
And just have a look at it as it agitates all of that dirt.
And you'll never, I wouldn't think, have this much dirt to
If you've got this much dirt, something's gone horribly wrong in your house, believe me.
That is not grab and go cleaning, is it?
No.
You've left
Look
it
at
way
this.
too long.
And
And
the
this
nice-
just shows you the power and the suction.
And porridge is really good because porridge can be very, very fine, so that'll get right sort
Yeah.
of deep into the carpet. Then the bigger bits can be sort of the blow-away stuff that you can't sort of catch.
And it can also be the stuff that clogs ordinary
Yes,
filters.
yeah,
With a HEPA filter,
absolutely.
it doesn't do that, and that's what's really nice
And you
about
haven't got
this.
one HEPA filter.
No, you got two. You got
Which is
two HEPA
amazing
filters.
for under £95.
And they are, if you're interested in the spec, it's a HEPA 12. So 99.95% of the dirt, the germs, the spores, all of the nasties that are in the air get sucked up. And now look at
Do your
that.
own research into HEPA filtration, why it's so good if you do have allergies and things like that. HEPA filtration is quite remarkable. But you've got two HEPA filters in this vacuum that's under £95 if you're quick enough to get it, because so many of you now with it in baskets. We're just getting busier and busier. That is ridiculously full now.
I shouldn't be able to, it shouldn't pick up any
But
more
it
than that.
does.
You want to try? You want me to try? That sounded like a challenge, Hayley. That sounded like a challenge. All right. Should we do some more pet bedding?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. So, because this is the stuff that, you know, comes in a block. But, oh, look, And then
I was saying
it
that
goes
that could
look
be
at that.
coming out of the budgie.
Hamster
actual
cage, yeah.
Cage,
The hamster cage.
Yeah.
Could be
Gerbils,
the cat litter, couldn't it?
chinchillas.
Yeah.
Oh, I always wanted a chinchilla.
They
did.
look cute, don't
Oh,
they?
they're
A
so
chinchilla,
cute.
didn't we?
But they do, I think, poo out of the. I think they do that funny pooing thing out of the.
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about,
Like-
woman?
It's late, isn't it?
But, oh, is it pooing
Too
or
much
weeing?
information.
Like,
No
like,
matter what.
I'm probably wrong,
Never
aren't
mind.
I?
It
You know,
doesn't
like
matter.
cats do and things.
Oh, Leslie's
Perhaps it's
Googling it
perhaps
now.
it's a wee thing. I don't know.
I've
They like to mark-
I've
no, it's
remembered why I
probably-
love you so
it's-
much now.
It's probably wee
Stop.
because
You
I
know
think
that
it's
shovel?
to do their territory.
Stop digging, stop digging.
There we
Sorry.
go.
It's in my head, it just comes out. I'm sorry.
It's
to Mark.
still
What are you
it's
seeing, Mark?
it's full, but it's still sucking. It's still got all of that suction. And the interesting thing is you will hear when it will not suck anymore because the tone of it changes.
Right.
Oh, right.
But it hasn't done that yet.
No, it's still
I'm-
filling
I-
up.
It's overfull. but
It's overfull, but it's still going.
Ridiculously full.
Look at
I
that.
mean,
Just
that
clean the
is
set a bit.
Yeah, if you could,
That's
that'd be
it,
good.
Otherwise,
absolutely.
David will have my guts for garters. He'll say you won't be back.
Need to tidy it all up.
Exactly
No mess
right.
left.
Look at this.
What about under the chair? Can we get
Oh, now look, yes.
That's awkward.
It's got the little elbow.
Not
Now
now.
look, I don't have to bend down anymore, which is the best thing about this. That is really good. Under the bed.
I've only ever seen that on a really expensive vacuum.
Yep, exactly.
And that's such a great spec, isn't it?
And then you can lock it into position, stand it up, and it's ready for
Look
next.
at that.
And
And
then-
it's super full.
If you want to switch.
Look at how full that is now.
Yep, you've seen
There
it
we
as an
go.
upright. This will then turn into a handheld, take
Oh,
it
yeah.
out to the summer house, take it to the car. But then you've got your reach vacuum as well. It's an all-in-one. But
at that.
that is so ridiculously full. Isn't it?
And yet we
Super,
have
super
we have still got it all good.
We've got a viewer in New York.
Oh, I can.
Nice.
I think we know that is
Yes,
an old
hello.
friend of ours.
friend.
Hello, good morning. Or
Minus
whatever
2
it
in
is.
New York,
Oh,
apparently. Very
chilly.
chilly.
Oh,
Very-
I hope he's
during the
well
day,
wrapped
so
up.
colder at night.
Would you like one of our hot water bottles?
Yes.
That's a good idea,
We'll
isn't
send
it?
you one.
Absolutely, very much. So the fact that it's there, and if you want to see just how much dirt that is, I'm enjoying. Would you like me to do it over here
I
instead?
don't mind. Wherever you put it, it's going to cover the floor completely. I think.
Yeah.
It's
We're-
very full.
And we are going to have to remind people again to check those baskets out and confirm those orders. So many of you have got them in baskets right now. We don't want you to miss out
There
on
we go.
this. It's such a great deal. Less
I got it
than
all?
£95.
Now, if everyone checked out, how many will we have left? Because we're massively,
Look at that.
massively busy. Oh my word!
Wow.
If everyone checked out now, we've got quite low double figures left, and
Yeah.
that is it. And this is our back in stock. We had a good amount of stock. I didn't mention stock updates at the beginning of the show because I didn't really think we'd have them. But we're approaching 80% now of the entire back in stock sort of allocated and sold already. You must please check those baskets through.
Or just got stuck on the front a little bit. There we go. Look at that.
And it soon goes, doesn't it? What
Absolutely.
level are we on now? Are we on turbo?
I went on turbo for this one just because I thought it's completely full to
on
completely
a hard
full.
floor surface.
Absolutely.
as
And
well.
you see how it's sucking
Yeah, I
it
was gonna say,
in?
just wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. Look at that.
If I
And
could wiggle it, I wouldn't need the talcum powder.
It just keeps sucking it up, doesn't it? That's amazing.
It really is very, very impressive. Now,
And again, it's super full now,
it is back to being super full,
but it's still picking
but it's
up.
still picking up. There we go.
So 460-569.
That was me. I went backwards on it. There we go. There
Hey,
Still got it.
bingo.
we go. See, I thought I was being clever there, and I absolutely didn't. It didn't work.
It was like, what are you doing?
Exactly
Just
right.
Push me towards the dirt.
Exactly.
Do
Darling.
check your baskets out. I'm hugely busy. It is phenomenal value for money. Such high spec sort of
There's so
products in
so
this.
much going on there. So many features for such a
Features,
great
that was the
price.
word I was
there
looking
you go. You've been thinking about the wrong things. 460-569 is your item number. Preventing that hair build-up. Remember, this is a new improved brush that you've got there. That powerful cyclonic suction that Mark was telling about. 6 separate cyclonic actions in there.
That's the bit I love, that flexi pole, get right under the unit so you know you've got the dust from right underneath, whether it's a sofa for the bed. Easy to charge. You can just charge the battery. You can charge it on the parking station that comes with it. All the attachments that we show you, even the small pet powered brush head is included in the deal with the long crevice tool, with the crevice tool that then turns into a dusting brush. See, we've seen how easy it is to empty. Mark's been emptying it on the carpet and the floor, but obviously you put it into the bin. And you've got 2 filtrations, Hepa filtrations, I should say, which will really allow you to have that peace of mind. Do your own research on Hepa filtration, especially if you do suffer with allergies. This is your machine. It even stands. Remember, we haven't had this since October, and it is new and improved. That's why we've been waiting for it. It's got 20% bigger head, so we're going to clean areas so much quicker as well.
Yeah, you'll clean a bigger footprint of area because the brush itself is 20% bigger. Then on top of that, you've got all the extras, but they're not extras. They're all included in the price tonight. So you've got your 2-in-1 crevice and dusting brush. You've got that extended crevice tool that you can see there, which is going to be brilliant out in the car. There's your little plug charger, but you've got your wall mount just next to it. And then on top of that, you're also getting this mini powered brush included. The mini powered brush has an angled head, so it'll work to uneven surfaces and still get the result every single time. To get this machine for less than £100 is brilliant. Less than 95 even better. 460569 is your item number, and you don't even have to pay that tonight. £33.98 on your first of 3 payments if you're using PayPal Pay in 3. However, if you do want to pay on the phone, you can order on the phone as well. I'm hearing the phone lines are pretty busy. 03333 241 241.
It is a good way to go because it is going to be first come, first served. Even though we've got so many with these in baskets, even if we get down to the very last few, you can still be the first to get it, even if you're ordering it right now. It's the first people to check out with 80% of that stock already allocated. So please, or checked out already, you need to please check those baskets through. Remember what you've got, so much for your money, and a 3-year warranty. You've got that amazing flexi pole. You've got the anti-tangle technology. They say 3-in-1, it's so much more. Did you see it suck that hair up? Honestly, cat hair, dog hair, your hair, but it doesn't tangle round the brush. Remember, you've got the new model of brush as well, which is even better. And that cyclonic action, just incredible.
It really is. So lightweight. That's the other thing I love about it. So if you struggle with a big, heavy vacuum, you don't have to worry with this. It's lightweight, easy to convert from one mode to another, whether it's handheld, reach, all those tools we talked about included. And upon registration, you get a 3-year warranty from Tower. So if you want to add it in, 460569.
And once you've had a cordless vacuum, you'll never go back to corded. No. And it really is, you'll feel like you're multitasking all the time and you'll just grab it in an instant and get the house tidy in an instant. But you must check your baskets through. We're actually going to move away because we are super, super busy on that. And we know we're heading towards more people ordering than stock being there. Check your baskets through if you want it so you don't miss out. Because sadly, you could press checkout and it says, sorry, sold out. And it's taken us since October, I think, to get this back.
Now, we've come over to the lounge.
Yeah, we have.
Because it's toasty warm over here. Now, if you have been cold tonight because you haven't put the heating on, because you're thinking, oh, it's costing me a fortune. When we came down to work, I was like, I've put the wrong coat on. I thought it was going to be warmer again.
Well, we saw the salt gritting signs, and as soon as we got outside and got into the car, Sean was like, oh, it feels cold tonight. And the car beeps that watch out for ice, because it's really gone chilly. 1 degree we are in London right now. And I know you don't want to have the heating on all day, but you can't sit cold. There's nothing worse than getting cold to the bone because you never get warm. That's when you get a cold. That's when I always feel I get poorly if I've got cold to the bone. But I know that we do worry about costs. And the great thing is, we'll tell you about how affordable this is to use, but this is a heated blanket that will be your central heating wherever you are.
It's
watching the TV, doing a crossword, working from home.
A blanket that's got its own heating system, if you like. It's got the elements running through the blanket. You can't really feel them. You just feel this lovely plush, soft velour finish. Yeah, and is yours on? Have you left yours on?
Of course I left mine on.
Mine on, and it's toasty warm. However, before we carry on talking about it, we've got 3 colours. We've got grey, we've got blue. We've got how many?
Have we?
Ooh, literally 2.
Now, I bought the pink for my mum. Perhaps you're thinking about Mothering Sunday. Perhaps you're thinking
That's
about
a
Valentine's.
great Valentine's gift.
That works really well in Mum's living room because she's got pink colours going through her sofa and stuff. So that could be a great present. But if you want the pink, it will be the next 2 to order it. 3-year warranty with that as well. And really easy controls. So perhaps you've got a loved one, an older loved one, or, you know, perhaps it's your mum or your dad or your grandparents, and you know they are sitting cold. They're not having the central heating on all the time.
Still worried about the costs?
This is something that I think they'll use every single day. Your dad did. We bought one for your dad originally, and he absolutely loved it. And even in the summer, on those chilly nights, you know when it goes a little bit cold, because he had a room as well that was always cold, really.
Never had the sun on a certain room, so even in the summer months, it didn't get that warm.
There,
So it just took the edge off. The great thing about these blankets is you've got different heat levels as well as a timer on there, and it automatically switches off. It's a really simple remote control. It's attached to the blanket. Your power button is just in the middle there, and then on either side you've got different controls. So you've got 9 different levels of heat, and you've also got 9 levels of on a timer.
Yeah.
So up to 9 hours. It'll automatically cut out when it counts down. But I don't want you to think, oh, well, am I going to clean it? Am I going to look after it? Because when you're not using the remote control, you'll see you can detach it from the actual blanket itself. You just unhook this little section here, and then it pulls out. And when you pull that away, this is a sealed unit, so the whole blanket then goes in the wash.
That's so clever, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Because you will probably live under this blanket. You'll have your dinner, you'll have your lunch, you'll get a few bits and pieces.
Do your meetings, your Zoom meetings.
Yeah, you could be working from home. They only see this bit, don't they? Our director's always got this on his lap. We only ever see that bit of him. And so it doesn't matter what's happening down here. This is keeping you warm. So if you are sitting cold and not putting the whole central heating on, this is your central heating for where you're sat. Doing your crossword, doing your puzzle, watching the TV, watching a movie. Just perhaps not feeling so good. And I think that little bit of warmth is just so soothing, isn't it?
Definitely. The warmth is so cosy.
Look at the wattage.
It's only 85 watts,
That's
so
crazy.
the running costs will be really, really low. So if you want to go for this, just choose your colour. The pink is literally, well, I think it's hanging on. Pink, blue or grey are your options. 946307. Great size as well. It's 160 by 130 centimetres. So if 2 of you are sat on the sofa, you could have this side on and both be underneath it. On the sofa, cozying down, watching the movies. What I would do is go for one each, because we would end up rowing over it.
Absolutely, because you'd be hogging most of it.
Yes.
So you could have a different colour each, but do think present-wise, Mothering Sundays, Valentine's Day coming up, perhaps you've got birthdays coming up. It will be one of the best presents you buy, honestly. And like we were saying, even Sean's dad through the summer months still use this at night when it's a little bit, because you'll never put the central heating on in the summer, but sometimes the conservatory, or perhaps you've got a cold room like your dad had, and you've got that warmth in an evening without thinking that's ridiculous, I can't put the central heating on. You've always got, and because you've got 9 different levels, you just have it on a lower level if it's like you know, not so chilly. You're going to absolutely love it. I love it when you see it on PayPal, $16.98. You've got 3 payments. It splits it completely interest-free. So please grab this while the stock's available. But do just sit and have a little think about gift ideas as well coming up. Which
it's a really nice material as well. It's super
That's why I got
soft.
that one for Mum. I got this for Mum as well because it's nice and lightweight.
Yeah, it is.
I think sometimes if you're a bit older, you don't want anything heavy.
Too heavy.
That's too heavy to throw off. So it's nice and lightweight, which is lovely. So it's nice and easy to get in and out of, or to get onto your lap. Because sometimes if it's too big and bulky, you know, some people would struggle with it.
Yeah, and you don't use it. It's got a lovely lustre to it. It's got like a metallic finish, sheen to it, hasn't it? Direct from the gallery, that comment. Pink, maybe. We've got a pink, we've got a blue, and we've got a grey. They're your options, and you'll find them.
If you miss out on the pink, go for my grey, honestly. Because that
goes with everything.
That goes with absolutely everything. And really easy controls if you're buying it as a gift idea as well. We've got another warming product, which, well, I bought this blanket for Mum in the pink, but I also bought this for Mum. And this is brilliant. My mum will often sit with a hot water bottle for the same reason as we're talking. She doesn't want to put the central heating on. She's only sat in the kitchen doing a crossword or watching the TV. So she'll have a hot water bottle. She often, moans about her back, so she always feels that bit of warmth on her back is nice. But she's always got cold hands, like cold hands, white cold. Sometimes they go blue. This she's absolutely loved because it is a hot water bottle with a difference.
Well, it's a rechargeable hot water bottle.
We don't ever have to refill it.
You don't have to open it. You don't have to refill it. It's a sealed unit. It only takes 15 minutes to charge. This is the charger that you can see on the pink one here. It does look a bit unusual, the charger, a bit like a stapler always.
But again, it's easy.
Yeah. All you do, this section here fits into that top bit there. When you're not charging it, you've got a little cover that goes over the top. As I say, it's got a little light on there. That illuminates when you're charging. It goes off as soon as it's charged. So a 15-minute charge gives you up to 4 to 5 hours of heat from your hot water bottle at the optimum temperature.
I bought this originally because I scolded myself filling my hot water bottle, and I thought Mum shouldn't be filling hot water bottles. This is ideal. So you've got that safety element to this. It's never going to leak either. Have you ever woken up in the night and you feel a little bit, you're like, oh no, what's happened? And it's your hot water bottle lid. You hadn't put it on quite right, and it's sort of leaked and you're all sort of damp, and the bed's damp. So it's never going to leak. You're never going to need to refill it. But the thing I love is it just stays warm for so long, up to 5 hours, so much longer than a regular hot water bottle. Take this out and about. We bought it for Mum for Christmas, but I made her open it on Christmas Eve because we were going to an outdoor carol concert.
Yep.
And I said, you can have it. And she was like, no. I said, no, take it. She was like, oh, so pleased that she took it. It's absolutely brilliant. So you can actually, take this out. Perhaps you've got a relative in a wheelchair, so when they're sat in the wheelchair.
Yeah, because you're not moving so much.
Or perhaps you watch the kids playing football.
Yeah, you go to sporting events. It's going to be brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
At $19.99.
Actually, you could buy a few, and when people are saying, what's that? You could show them yourself. I've got one in the car if you want it.
25 quid to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to tell them where you got it from. It's absolutely fabulous. You're going to love it. And I think one of the best presents for under £20. Mothering Sunday, Valentine's coming up, birthdays. And I love the fact it's got that area where you can put your hands in, so you haven't got those colder. It says about soothing aches and pains. I always feel if I've got a bit of tummy ache, or my mum's the same with her back, that warmth is just so...
It's just
relieving,
comforting,
isn't it?
It's comforting,
It is.
isn't it?
It makes such a difference, I think.
If you have cold feet, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it, for your cold feet? If you want the pink option, again, pink's really popular. Limited stock in the pink option. Grey or purple are also available. These will be great little gifts. Something a little bit gadgety, a little bit unusual, and less than £20. So 617-516 is your item number if you want to go for the heated rechargeable hot water bottle. We're bringing you some great brands, Carmen, Tower. We're going to go back to the Tower vacuum and see if we've got any stock left. But speaking of Tower, tomorrow we're quite excited about.
Yes, we're in the kitchen with Tower.
Yes.
We've got some pans that we never thought we'd get back, but we've also got as well the most incredible air fryer. Dual baskets, which if you're buying an air fryer, a dual basket is the way to do a whole chicken on one side, and then you could be doing veg and roast potatoes on the other. You make healthy chips in an air fryer because you don't use any oil, and there's preset programs.
Yeah.
And because you've got the two baskets, you can cook for one, you can cook for two, you can cook for 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many portions you want to do. All these different functions that you can see here. And you can also sync the machine so both sides finish at the same time, even if they're working on different temperatures and different times. If we're talking about chips, low-fat, healthy chips, because you're not using any oil, but you don't compromise on any taste here. You still get fabulous taste on all your food. You've got Vortex technology, which means it evenly distributes the heat, so everything's evenly cooked as well.
And we'll be going into more detail on this tomorrow. However, you can buy it tonight. 70% less energy. That's phenomenal. I'd love to say you'll use it for that, or you'll use it because it's a healthy way of cooking. You'll use it because the food tastes amazing and it cooks so quickly. It ticks every single box. And we're massively busy.
I've made a mess.
You have made a mess.
I'm sorry, I've made a mess.
Hang on a minute. What am I just hearing in my ear?
Oh.
If everybody checks out, we are approaching limited stock.
I'm not
We're down
surprised.
to the very last of the back in stock stock, but you must please check your baskets through. It is first come, first served now. We're hugely busy. Why do you think this is so popular?
Well, partly because it is a very feature-rich vacuum cleaner for almost no money. High spec, but it's the kind of specs that you don't expect to find in a vacuum cleaner that's under £100.
Yeah.
That's my point. There are lots of great vacuum cleaners on the market that are 200, 300, sometimes even £400 that have some of these features.
Well, there's one feature there,
like the
that I've
elbow,
only ever
like so.
seen
Look at this.
on a really expensive vacuum to get into the sofa, to go under the bed. That is brilliant.
And so you can do all of that. You can see where you're going with the lights as well, and just click it back into position as well. But look, let's see if we can get rid of some of this big pile over here, shall we?
I mean, I hope nobody's house is as dirty as this, but I suppose you could.
Have you not seen those documentaries, Hayley? Oh my word!
And this is a real extreme demonstration, just showing you the power of the machine that you've got here. Remember,
I'm on eco here. This is eco mode. This is eco. Let's go to power. There we go. There's turbo.
Now, the reason that it's so powerful is the 29.6 volt battery. It's completely cordless. Remember, you don't have to plug it in, but you've got up to 40 minutes of runtime on
Yes, you have.
charge.
And the nice thing is, you will charge the battery from flat in 4 hours.
Fabulous.
So even then, if you've done all of your house, but then maybe you're a cleaner and you need a new vacuum cleaner for your business, this is great because you can actually do more than one house really easily. But look at the dirt there. Now, you're obviously going to be throwing it away, not chucking it back on. Now, can you hear? It changed. It's finally, it went, I can't cope with any more than that.
Really full.
Oh, well, now look, look. It is literally jam-packed.
And you're not saying to use it like this.
Oh, no.
You're just
showing it. It's got to that point before it stopped picking up.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
That's the cyclonic action. That's
Exactly.
the power, the 29.6 volts of power, which is phenomenal for a vacuum.
While you talk, I'm going to run over there and throw it in the bin.
Go and empty it.
As
Go
well.
on.
That Hepa filtration, there's 2 Hepa filtrations, and that is phenomenal too. If you suffer with allergies, do your own research on Hepa filtration.
Yeah, HEPA filtration is so important. 2 stages, as we say, of HEPA filtration.
And the anti-tangle head, which is amazing.
He's back.
There's big, high spec, honestly, features to this. It should not be £95, but it is. £94.99 is your price if you're lucky enough to get it.
Now, there'll be some clever dicks at home at the moment. I mean, some smart people at home.
That's better.
Basically going, well, it didn't stop before when it was full. Did you not see we put more down? We put more down. Exactly.
Super.
Now, we're showing you as an upright right now. We'll show you in a couple of minutes as a handheld and a reach vacuum. We can go from one surface to another. We don't have to worry about changing anything. So we went from tiles to begin with over to carpets.
And it's got a powered brush head, so it's great on the thin par carpets, but it's good on the thick par
Good on your shag par carpets as well. Yeah,
because
absolutely.
if it hasn't got a powered brush head, it slows down and it doesn't cope very well with the thick par. This will be great. You can even get the lines in your carpet like you do when you do the lawnmower.
Do you know what, Hayley? There's a reason that we use burgundy carpet, and that's because it's very unforgiving with dirt. That's the reason why we use it on TV. That's the point. And so, when you come home and your other half goes, have you vacuumed? Yeah, you can see I have.
Absolutely.
You can see
They don't need to ask if you've vacuumed.
I've got some cornflakes over here. Actually, if your kids don't like vacuuming, this is light enough for your kids to be able to do the jobs around the house for their
it's cordless as
homework.
well. Vacuuming isn't the chore that it used to be.
That's very true.
Because so often you have to get that big heavy vacuum out. You've got to plug it in, find the plug, unplug something. Plug it, move the chair, move the bed so you can get to the plug. Then it won't reach everywhere where you need to go. So then you have to unplug it and replug it.
Exactly right.
Show us that again and go under the chair, because this is what this is. I think is a brilliant feature.
It's the elbow feature. Some people call it, what did you call it? The camel knee?
No, we didn't call it that.
No, we didn't.
Okay. I've seen, it's a very strange term, that, but it's an elbow joint basically in the aluminium tube, and so it's very, very simple. I'm out of battery.
Change of battery, please.
And we've been on for where?
Do you know what?
Where are we?
Where's my spare? It's over there.
Left.
Let me just run and grab my spare.
So
He's
that we've been
everywhere, look,
using that
tonight.
battery
He's everywhere.
continually, time and time again.
got a new
It's
one.
got up to a 40-minute run time. You're in and out.
Classic upstaging,
There we
everyone.
go.
Here we go. Look at this.
I mean, you do need to tidy the stage.
Yes, I was just having a word with David, our floor manager, while you were doing the blankets, and I went, "What do you need me to do at 3 o'clock?" He went, "Well, if you could vacuum everywhere, you've
lot
made a
of
mess."
cleaning.
It's
A
like,
lot
oh,
of
all right then, fine.
This is what we were talking about. You can
There's
get
the-
underneath
there's the elbow.
all of your furniture. So whether it's chairs, whether it's beds.
Sorry, there we go.
It could be that new float, they call it floating shelves.
Yeah,
and
we've got one in the
furniture.
Oh, yeah,
bathroom,
good
haven't we,
idea.
which is great to get under. And the nice thing is you're getting right to the back as well, to the skirting board, without getting down on your hands and knees.
Exactly. Love it.
Super lightweight as well, so much easier to use than a regular vacuum, because they can be really heavy. And it's cordless. So take it down to the summer house, take it out to the car, take it to the caravan. It's phenomenal. And that powered brush head, 20% larger, but it's anti-tangle as well, isn't it?
It is, and the nice thing is, if you've got a dog or you've got a person with really long hair in the house, it does come out and it can get in the vacuum cleaner, but you don't
But
want
it
it
gets wrapped
tangling
around
around.
the brush, doesn't
Exactly
it?
right.
And then you have to try and cut it off.
This system allows you beautifully to be able to just anti-tangle, and it just goes all the way up into the dustbin.
And we were talking about it's got a comb inside, so it combs the hair
Yep.
out, and then it takes it up
So
into
normally when you
Exactly.
look at your head and it's full of hair and you have
Yep.
to chop it off, with this actual brush head, it's got those combs, so it stops that happening, which is really good.
Now, I don't actually even need to turn it off to be able to change the head. Let me go to
we
the...
going?
Oh,
Where
I
are
tell
you
you
going?
what.
Do you want some
Let's go
food?
for the little brush.
Give us a clue, you've been very erratic.
Calm down.
He's everywhere.
Calm down, dear. It's only a vacuum. All right, look at this. Have a look at this.
We're just going over here.
if you look.
Now this is a really good idea. 'Cause you
Do
can
your
just-
keyboard.
Yeah. They can get dusty, can't they? All the stairs.
If you have toast at your desk, it can be absolutely awful.
But you know what? Toast
Your
anywhere.
toaster. When
your
your
toaster.
toaster, yeah.
Under the toaster.
We love bread.
I think
Breadcrumbs
this-
do
yeah.
my head in.
And I think this is great for dusting, because if you dust yourself,
Yep.
you actually sort of
You
sweep
just move it around.
and you just throw it all over the floor or into the air, and then whereas this, you're
Goes into
vacuuming
the
it up.
vacuum.
And
They
because you've
need
got
this back in the gallery.
double hit Hepa filtration as well, that means you're really picking up the smallest of particles too.
Do you know what? I absolutely love this one. I'm just going to go grab the thing from over there. Just for a minute. One more.
I don't know what's happened to him. I really don't.
You do need to check your baskets through. I don't know what's
I
happened
think we've
to Mark.
put Mark on turbo.
I think
that's what's
we have. We
happened.
need to put him back onto the eco
Back
mode.
onto Eco, Mark.
460569 is your item number. Remember, you've got the anti-tangle head, which is phenomenal, and you can see there how it stops that hair tangling. But it might be threads as well. It's got that cyclonic action, which is fantastic, and there's 6 cyclonic actions in there, so it really has got amazing pickup. It's got the turbo speed as well, up to 40 minutes runtime on one full charge, and it charges super quickly, either just the battery itself or it's got the parking station which you can charge it on as well.
And remember, you've got the upgraded head. It's 20% bigger. It's got that new improved anti-tangle technology. Even the lights have been improved. There used to be just one on either side. There's 4 in the middle. This is that HEPA filtration we were talking about. The other thing that people love about these kind of vacuums is that they're light and really easy to work with. So if you want to go up high, you don't have to worry because it's not too heavy for you to hold.
The reason I got Mum a cordless vacuum, and we bought one years ago, it would be one of the best things you ever buy and you'll never go back to corded. But Mum was still happy with her, her old thing. She liked a corded vac. They'd used the same vacuum for years and years and years. I used it one day when she wasn't feeling so well. I was like, God, this is so heavy, Mum. You shouldn't be using this. So got the corded vac. She was like, oh gosh, didn't really like change. Why has it got lights on? The next day, she's like, oh my goodness, can't believe how much it picks up. It's so lightweight. The lights are great, she says, because when you're going into sort of dark corners, I can see where the dirt is. is. And now, whereas Mum used to do a big vacuum on a Saturday and a Wednesday, because it was a big job, you got the big heavy vacuum out, you had to find where to plug
the big
it,
work
and then you went as far as you could, and then you had to unplug it. And you could never do the whole stair. Why didn't they do a wire that's long enough to do the whole stair? But they didn't. Half the stairs, carry it upstairs. So she couldn't believe the improvement that my mum, who throws nothing out, me and Mum are hoarders.
Terrible.
We keep everything. She was like, you can take that vacuum, she said, to the tip.
Done.
And honestly, there hasn't been a day, I don't think, or very few days that I don't walk in the house. She's like, a vacuum, it's just so good. I can't believe, my corded vac couldn't have worked. She said, I must have been dirty. She said, I can't believe what it picks up. And
but it's not that big workup
no,
of
well,
jobs.
now she'll vacuum rather than 2 big days and then sort of sweep up in between. She'll just grab it and vacuum as and when there's a bit of dirt. So it makes vacuuming, it makes your life so much easier.
And this is so versatile and it's such a great deal. Everything you see here is included. There's no extras. Yeah, everything included. Upright handheld reach, your tools that you see here aren't extras. These are all included. You've got your extra long crevice tool, you've got your crevice tool and dusting brush included. And then next up, you've got the mini motorised brush.
Normally, a lot of times you buy this as an extra, because this will allow you to do the pet beds or go into the footwell of the car and things. This, and it's movable, which very few are. So whatever sort of the area is that you're vacuuming, it will work with everything. They can be £49, £49.99.
Uneven surfaces, it's going to be brilliant on. That'll be great on things like mattresses. That is powered as well, remember. And you've also got the wall mount included. The wall mount will take the tools that you can see. It's got the tool sections there, and you can also charge on there as well. £94.99.
And don't forget, FlexiPole.
Yay.
When I say it's got high spec features, you've got the anti-tangle head. It's a bigger head as well, so you can do a bigger area quicker. But that FlexiPole means you can get, I've only ever seen this on a really expensive vacuum. There you can see it being used as an upright, a reach vacuum, so you can get right into the corner of the room and get the cobwebs with your feet firmly on the ground, not balancing on a chair. The handheld, take it out to the car, take it to the caravan, take it to the summer house. But wait till you see the FlexiPole, because this allows you to get under the sofa, under the bed, without bending down. Honestly, phenomenal. We have now got, oh my word, so many of you with this in baskets. Now, we're in a bit of a situation. We've got virtually as many people ordering as stock we've already got. So please, I'll be absolutely honest now. This was our back in stock. We haven't had this since October. We've been waiting because they've upgraded it, the bigger head. We're in a bit of a situation where if everyone checked out now, I'll be honest with you, we've got 30 left, if everybody checked out. Now, we so often at this time of night, I know you thought that this will be crazy, we get busier. A lot of people come in, it gets, we're like, why are people still up? Some people are getting up to go to work and just flick the telly on. So we can get busier now. So very quickly, we can be in a situation where more people are ordering than stock's available. When that happens, you might think it's okay. It's in my basket. I'll check it out. I'm going to get a cup of tea. But sadly, there may only be 10 left, or the 30. Say you all check out, there's 30 left. All of a sudden, you might have one of those 30 in your basket, but actually 330 people might have that 30, or 130 people might have that, or 80 people might have that 30 in their basket. It'll only be the first people to check out that actually get. And you could actually push in, because it's the first people. You could order it now and be the first one to get it. As long as you're first to check out, you'll get it. But please grab it while the stock is there. It's Tower, they've been going over 100 years. You get a 3-year warranty. It's much better than a 3-in-1. It's so much more than that. Anti-tangle head. It's also got the FlexiPole. It's got 2 Hepa filtrations, and it's got that cyclonic action, 6 cyclonic action. My word, it is phenomenal. But at £95, £94.99, you have got exceptional value for money. However, if we do sell out, don't panic. You can get it from Tower. It's £139.99.
Don't do that.
Not quite such a good deal.
Don't do that.
It's a great price, but you'll kick yourself.
Yeah.
Because you've saved £45.
£45. And if you use PayPal Pay in 3, it's only
some new
£33. No, you couldn't. $33.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you pay online.
I wanted to show you a little bit more about the elbow that we're all so impressed about. This is how it works. So you simply push the button and then pull. But can you see the flexi tube is on the inside? And it's a serrated tube.
That's
so
clever.
it's flexing. And then, just as we've been saying with all of the other tools with the tower vacuum, it clicks solidly,
Everything
securely
is
into
made
place.
so well, isn't it?
This is powder-coated aluminium, which means the colour is great, but also it's very lightweight.
Yeah.
And that's the point. I
It's
just wanted to
sturdy.
show you that
It's
separately.
sturdy as well,
It
yeah.
is sturdy. Let's have a look at this chair behind you, Hayley, because this is... I've gone to town with the muesli.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you know, if you've
This is actually our chairs if we've sat and ate some nuts or we had biscuits.
It's your side.
you're not this messy, are
Your
you?
side, not mine.
Well, quite messy.
Have a look at this. So, as you quite rightly said, you can angle it with the plates
And
to
lots of
whichever
people don't
angle.
do that.
I know, and do
And it's
you know
really
what?
awkward.
And that is an extra expense that Tower did not have to go to with the VL80. But have a look at this. So now, look at that. Look at the power. That it is just getting
So
up
that's a
all
powered
those
brush
bits.
head, like a
It
pet
is a powered brush head, exactly. Well, it is the pet brush head, but it works for so many other pieces as well. It works for your mattress, it works for your upholstery, it works
footwell
for
of
your
the
car.
car,
Yeah,
yeah,
all of that.
absolutely.
Really, really easily. I'm just going to change that head and I'm going to go for the crevice tool. And it's nice. You were talking about the little stand that it all sits in, but the crevice tools go in there as well, so you don't lose them. How often have you had a vacuum cleaner where you're hunting high and low
I like
for
the
the
little parking
accessories?
station, it's cute.
Yeah.
So this is going to get into all those nooks and crannies.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
you're thinking
there we go.
around the corner of the car
Yep.
where you need that extra lane. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you've got there.
Yes, because the kids always shove stuff down the side, don't they?
The baby's car seat as well. Perhaps
Yes,
they've had a
absolutely.
few little biscuits to nibble on. Not as babies, but as biscuits. And they've all got the crumbs
Yeah.
around the edge.
Now remember, we've got 2 HEPA filters.
Yeah,
the
which is-
inside one is attached directly to the cyclones. There are the cyclones, 6 cyclones on the inside there, but that HEPA filter goes in. Now when that gets grubby, and it will, because this is the first HEPA filter, it will get grubby. You can rinse it under a tap.
Lovely.
Great.
And it's as easy
Clean
as that.
it.
Then leave it to dry naturally.
Just
Don't
there.
put it on the radiator, just put it on the drainer. It might take a day
then
to
you
dry,
reuse
but
it time
yeah,
and time
don't
again.
force it to dry, because if you force it to dry, it might go out of shape, and then you just twist it back up into the system. But here's the other HEPA filter, and remember, HEPA will take out of all of the nasties of the atmosphere. It will suck up 99.95%. That's a lot.
That's nearly
That's a lot. So down to 0.3 microns. Now, we were talking earlier, if you don't know what a micron is, a
Very
human hair is 70 microns.
70.
70.
Goes down to 0.3.
Exactly.
Wow.
It is quite impressive. And the other HEPA filter is right at the top here, just underneath the Tower branding there. You just twist and you lift out like so. Again, you can clean that, but that one stays pretty clean for longer because that's the secondary one that's getting rid of any excess particles that the first one hasn't been able to deal with.
And do
But-
your own research on HEPA filtration,
Absolutely.
especially if you've got
Yep.
allergies. There's lots we can't say, but if you look into HEPA filtration,
Indeed.
it's phenomenal. HEPA 12 as well, which is brilliant.
Shall we go high, my
Let's
dears?
go
do it.
high.
Look at this.
So everything, all those tools are interchangeable, whether you go up high,
so.
down low.
Whether it's handheld, upright, reach, vacuum.
Now you can get quite a long way, you know.
You can't get up that far. Oh, hey!
There we go. I'll be very gentle. I'll be very gentle with the lights. Don't worry.
Yes.
So you can get, honestly, it allows you to get the cobwebs in the corner of the room without
Absolutely.
standing on a chair.
And there are a
But
few
you
up
can
there.
also go low onto
You
the
can.
skirting
But it's
board.
not
And
heavy
yes.
to lift up on.
All the way.
So
Because-
good, yeah, that's
All the way down.
because if it's heavy, you couldn't do it, but it's nice and lightweight.
Now,
isn't it?
when you've got the floor head on, the new improved floor head, it's 2.63 kilos.
Okay.
When you've not got the new floor head on and you've just got the crevice tool, it's just under 2 kilos.
Wow.
So in fact, you know, you can hold it with one hand very easily. That's not going to be a
Well, if
problem
you think
at all.
about hand luggage on an aircraft being 10 kilos,
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That's a really good
not
idea.
even a quarter of that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you know the new head, can that go on the handheld still?
Oh, it can, yes, absolutely. Good
We use
idea.
ours like this a lot for the stairs and things. We love the big powered head. And you've got extra large as well, 20% larger. But it's also the anti-tangle head as well, which is phenomenal technology.
So yes, you can get right down just like that.
Brilliant.
So you can
get
do the
down.
stairs
Yeah,
with that.
totally.
Or take that out of
Easy.
the car as well if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
the boot of the car, the caravan maybe.
You know, all those
motorhome.
difficult points in the caravan where you can't normally get, when you normally can't get into it. That's right. If you've got a particularly wide tread stair,
Yeah.
this would be particularly
The
good
nice
for
thing
that.
is you've got both, haven't you? So,
Yeah.
Got
so
both
the bigger
options.
jobs, you've got the
Yep,
bigger head.
indeed,
For the
absolutely.
smaller jobs, you've got the smaller head. They're both powered,
powered,
brush heads,
yeah.
which is phenomenal.
Very unusual, and certainly for this price, it's very unusual indeed. Absolutely.
2 powered brush heads, and powered brush heads means they'll cope really with everything: the thick park carpet, the finer carpet,
Yep.
the hard floors,
Yep.
the lot.
Now, I have to just say, there are some people watching who will go, "Oh, it's all a bit grubby now." They won't talk like that. That's just me. That's
Just
me.
your-
It's just my impression. Don't worry. So look,
Not our viewers, they don't speak like
all
that.
you've got to do is just tilt that open and pull that out, because then
Oh, it's washable.
it is. Well, I don't.
wipe
You
it.
can, but you can wipe it out really easily.
Great.
So that it's like new. So when your mother-in-law comes around, it looks like you've not done anything.
Look at our shiny vacuum.
Exactly. Look at our shiny new vacuum, and
And that
you
comes
can
out
even
really
do this.
easily,
Oh, yeah.
doesn't it?
And you can just
Oh,
give it a
that's
rub
really
down,
good.
like so. And I'll let you into a
Fabulous.
little secret, viewers. This is what we do before the beginning of each show when we've been using the
course.
vacuum cleaner, so it looks
so they
new.
look new
It's
again.
not a new one every time. It's like,
No, and
That-
that's your maintenance, really.
Paul-
And that's
Paul, our director, said we
good
won't do it
'cause
at the end
a
of
lot
the
of
show, at the
vacuums
beginning of the
don't
show.
do that, and you can't get into that area, and
Exactly.
it does look
And that-
grotty.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
And
great.
grubby.
to
and then you
box
just
back-
lock it back into position. Again, it's a very secure sounding noise
Yeah.
that makes it lock back into position. There are an awful lot of vacuum cleaners that don't have that. But here's what I also like about it. This is what I pointed out right at the beginning of the show, because it's quite important when you think about it that it's balanced. And
Yes.
most vacuum cleaners do not stand up on their own.
It's a freestanding as
that.
well if you wanted to.
Most
How
of them
many
fall over.
Yeah. How many times have you balanced your vacuum and then you turn around and it's fallen? And
Yeah, exactly.
Phone's
floor.
wrong or the doorbell's gone.
We
Yes,
are coming towards
clonk.
the end of the show. If
Oh
you want
my
to get
word,
hold
we
of
are.
this, we've only got a couple of minutes left. You've got to confirm so many still
do
in
more dirt?
baskets right now. We can still tidy up.
You do need to check your baskets out. Phenomenally busy. We've got so many people with this in baskets. Please do not wait and check out and see it's gone, or go to bed and try and order it tomorrow and it's gone. Stock-wise, please check your baskets through while that stock is available.
We're so close to being limited in our stock, so please, as Hayley said, confirm your order and check out. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, $33.98 on your first of 3
I
payments.
love PayPal Pay in 3.
Brilliant.
Absolutely love
What
it.
a way to spread
Yep,
the cost.
too right.
So 460569 shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way for you
And
to
look
find
at that
everything.
power putting the lines in the carpet. If you like it to look like it's been vacuumed, it looks like it's been vacuumed.
And have a look at the dirt all going around there, because that shows you the power of not one cyclonic part, but 6 cyclones all at once. And that is very powerful. That was only on eco mode.
That's
and bear in mind,
you've done most of it
I've done
on eco
most
mode,
of the night on
yeah.
eco mode, and look how long that battery lasted. It
Yeah.
was only the fact that we, you know, a good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, of constant cleaning.
Exactly right, and that's the power of Tower.
Oh
really.
my word, we're limited stock. You need to check your baskets out. I've got to say a massive thank you to Mark. That's what you're getting with all the accessories, with the 2 powered brush heads as well. Limited stock means we're down to the very last of the stock. Mark, you've been absolutely
What a joy
so
to
lovely
see
to
you.
see
So
you.
nice
Oh,
to have
it's
you
been
here.
so
We'll
much
see
fun.
First
you
of
soon.
many.
See you soon.
The
I'm
first
sure,
of many.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Always great to have your company, but again, take a look at what you're actually getting. If you are ordering, if you have this in a basket, we can't guarantee that you will get it now unless you check your baskets out nice and quick, because we've got so many people trying to order it.
And you've got so much included in this bundle. This is why it's such a great deal. I think this is why we've been so busy. You get the powered brush, you get the crevice tool, you get the extended crevice tool, you've got your hanging section where you can charge the machine from, and a 3-year warranty upon registration.
Upright handheld.
Yep.
Don't forget it's got the flexi pole to get under the sofa. You've got the bigger, the latest model, 20% larger larger so you can cover areas quicker, but that's your anti-tangle head as well. And whether that's for cat hair, dog hair, your hair, always go for the pet products. I always find they're a better pickup.
A little bit stronger, a little bit more powerful.
And they're usually a lot more expensive.
Normally more expensive, but not tonight. You've got a great deal at $94.99 or $33.98 on your first of 3 interest-free
And if you do miss out, go to Tower. You can get it from them. It's $139.99. Order it from us because you've got such a great discount, but do check out your baskets. Huge thank you for your company.
Thanks to Mark, and we will see you tomorrow.